But anyway, this is Asgard's Fall Viking Survivors. I'm excited to play it. It looks really cool. The trailer looked dope. I've heard good things review-wise, although it is still in early access, so we'll keep that in mind as we jump in. Yeah, I've heard good things, and the trailer was like where I was first... I wouldn't say I first fell in love. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, this looks so bananas, like so over the top, so wild and goofy. So I do love some healthy absurdism and goofy shit in a game like this, so I couldn't resist. So, we are the warrior. Indeed, there are 2 other classes to unlock eventually. Apply 4 different status effects to the same enemy. You got it. Increase your attack speed to 200%. So we have some objectives to unlock more homies. Presumably, there will be even more homies once we get out of early access. Compendium. All right, so there's stuff to combine, I suppose. Maybe you can combine abilities in ways. Am I an acorn? Maybe. Maybe. No, I'm a hobbit. No, you mean in game. I do appreciate though, right in this screen right here, this reminds me a little bit of what you see in Halls of Torment. When you first spawn in, we have this like kind of this town, this home base we're able to look at. So here's some meta progression. Here's some meta progression, I'm assuming at least, when I see the stones and 0 out of 3 and, you know, various nice sounding things. This is one where you acquire MacGuffins, you acquire some currency, and then you spend it here. I think Halls of Torment, I think the way I'm trying to remember, how did the meta progression work in Halls of Torment? I think that one, you unlocked stuff by doing achievements, but I think there was also like gold you spent on that meta progression thing. I think you had it both ways. Conquer any realm while above 95% health to unlock the blood sacrifice. And just conquer Midgard. All right. War paint. I want to make myself pretty. Let's jump in. Jump in. What's this? Inventory. All right. Good. Very good. No mention of the controls yet, but I assume that'll be fairly obvious, fairly self-explanatory when we get into it. I guess there'll be different worlds. That's kind of cool. Different pigments. Highest blood sacrifice. Let's conquer that shit. We're gonna win first try, right, guys? I'm definitely not gonna get completely owned. Looks like my guy swings on his own. And if I double check... Oh, here we go. Here, there's a controls option here. Alright, so that's good to know. There's a dash. Interact. That's simple enough. Alright, so right now, we are auto-firing. Not automatic aiming, but automatic firing. To be honest, I would maybe prefer some manual aiming. Or some manual firing, even. I remember that was a nice option in Halls of Torment, I think. I think in Halls of Torment, we were able to choose or toggle, like, auto-firing versus firing when we wanted to. And it's like, it might be less efficient, but I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having that level of control. Anyway, let's take a look. After images of lightning. Okay. Move to random targets. That sounds cool. Sounds cool. 45 damage, not bad. There's a bit of a cooldown. Well, I guess they all have cooldowns. Fires 3 of them. Lightning damage and explosive. I like how it kind of itemizes the exact damage types. A big old stomp, damaging enemies around you. Stuns them. I like the stun. A lot of times in cases like this, bosses and like elite things are immune or resist things like stun. But for dealing with crowds, it can be nice. Hurl a slow-moving electric pulse towards your cursor position. These all sound pretty cool. This has the biggest cooldown, but it does the sexiest amount of damage. But this one does explosions. That one does explosions. I'm kind of curious about explosions. Like how when you're standing in front of a bad guy, there's like a charge up. Like they don't just attack immediately. There's like a little thing that fills up. Kind of cool. Kind of cool to like indicate where they're going to be attacking. So there's like a telegraphing, which is kind of nice. The favor of the fates, he says. Web of weird. Weird or word? It's probably word. But weird would be more funny. Each node awaits a knot. Each choice shapes thy path. E. Reveal the ancient knots. Okay. Knot of power. That's this one. Okay. Enhance vigor, wisdom, and fortitude directly. Okay. And then echo. The might of adjacent knots of power. Okay. To multiply strength. Okay. And then Fate. Rare and mystical boon. Draws upon the rune power from its linked knots of power. When enough energy converges, it awakens, granting the blessings beyond the mortal realm. 5% increased damage for every active knot of power. Choose with care and cunning. Thy journey through the web begins. Each ascension and skill, a new knot can be claimed and placed. Okay. So this is the web. We're weaving a bit of a knot here. So ignite chance goes up by 2%. That's the power. Node multiplier. So I guess the idea, yes, you place some of these guys around. Like if I placed one here. Let's see, applies a bonus to the given connected nodes, empowering their values. Okay, so just, yeah. So if this guy was here and it was surrounded by the power boys, they'd all get juiced up. And 5% increased damage for every active knot of power. Active knot of power. Let's go and start by putting one of these guys here. And then it'll kind of branch out from there. Oh. The fellas are... Oh, there we go. Something exploded just there. Very good. That's how it kind of goes with these survivors-like games where the first couple of series of killing things, you're getting a lot of levels right from the get-go, but that will start to slow down as we go further along. Roll a snowball. I wonder if I should, like, lean into one damage type. If there will be things we can get that say lightning damage increases by 10%, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. If I should lean into one damage type specifically. I think there is some aspect of combining stuff in this game though, so we might have abilities to like consolidate at a later date. Snowball grows in size, increases in damage. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. 25 is pretty good. Lightning gem near you and create an electrical chain between you and the gem. Enemies touching the chain, that's cool. Valkyries ride through the battlefield, damaging enemies in their paths. That's a really small cooldown and a pretty hefty amount of damage. Yeah. Kind of feeling the Valkyries. That sounds dope. Seems like they're kind of random. Is the only downside. Upside, well, it could be good or bad. Let's go for more of those armor thingies. Except here, I found a big old glob of dudes. Okay, so it's not the same selections every time. Good to know. There's a knot of power. It's dodge chance. Right now we did ignite chance. I guess ignite chance means you just set dudes on fire. I think it might be worthwhile to find a theme and stick to it early on. Range or summons, lightning or physical, that kind of thing. You're probably not wrong, Elgaso, honestly. Oh, here we go. Increased lightning damage. That's exactly what I'm looking to see. Exactly what I'm looking to see. 100% increased damage, but also take 100%. Ooh, interesting. Definitely going for this one. Definitely going for that one, yeah. So that kind of illustrates kind of what we were thinking. I'm guessing I don't want to touch that. That seems like something scary and bad. Oh, there's a map. There's a map. That's good. Stand here. So this is probably just for the current run. Yeah, still swinging. These guys are starting to get more health. They take a few hits. Yeah, now I'm more inclined to go for lightning things. I'll still take a quick look. Pierce random targets with big spears. Throw exploding axes. I do love exploding things. Let's just go for a sexier version of what we have right now, especially because we just got that sweet-ass lightning bonus. Might as well stick with it. I'm guessing we'll eventually get stuff that allow us to increase, like, pickup range, that kind of thing. Is right now, our pickup range is a little bit not the bestest. Piggy! They're probably not as happy to see me as I am to see them, though. Go up here. There's some health up here, I think. Dodge chance. Node multiplier. Health regen. Might go for a node multiplier here. With the expectation. Oh, wait. I thought I would do stuff with that one. Maybe the idea is we put another multiplier there. Affects knots of power. So yeah, I was thinking it would charge up this one. It is not charging. Empty node. Plus 50%. So maybe maybe it only affects, I was thinking it would be all interconnected ones. Maybe that's too much though. I was thinking maybe it would be applied towards nodes that had already been placed down, because that one's not changed. Given connected nodes, empowering their values. Let me double, when it's time to place one of those again, I'll double check. It's entirely possible that there was something that indicated like the shape of like the bonuses that it was going to apply. Maybe I should have just, maybe I misunderstood the assignment. It wouldn't be the first time. Or some more crit damage. Crit, yeah. Blood Veil. So that's the one. No, I took this one. I took this one earlier. I could re-roll. I'll probably just upgrade this one. Doesn't increase their frequency or anything, but it does increase their damage. That's a pretty generous increase, up to 20%. The 1%. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure what Blood Veil is. This kind of little indication makes it seem like I already have it. Physical melee. Maybe that's like our casual melee attack right now. Maybe that's what that is. And if it is, maybe I should just go and grab it, because if that is, yeah, physical damage melee, I think that's just our default melee attack. Let's increase that. I wonder if there's a way. Tab? Here we go. I was gonna say, can I see what I have right now? Warrior. I don't see it on here, but I think the implication. I only have 5? I don't know if I can only have 5 things. I think the implication is that's what that we probably started with. Agility, defensive. Anyway. Probably what that means. That electricity thing is popping real good. That's popping real satisfying. Get some of these piggos. Get them out of here. So we could put something really sexy there. Oh, I see it. I see it. So yeah. Yeah, so so it probably would apply. It probably would apply an existing upgrade, an existing multiplier thingy. If something were already here and I would have placed it there, it probably would have applied it. But I realize now it tells you ahead of time what the shape is going to be. It's not going to be all the things around it. Critical strike, critical damage multiplier, or another multiplier. Can I put one of those here and juice something up real sexy? If we get another lightning bonus or something like that, get something really nice and sexy right here. I don't see why not. Valkyries are carving through those dudes, so we like to see them. Keep it schmoovin'. I think we're doing more damage. 60. I guess I should have been paying more attention. Oh, there's an edge to the map. Good to know. This is not an infinite kind of map situation. There are limits. So I think in Vampire Survivors and other Survivors-like games, I think the general idea is that the maps will just keep... Like, Halls of Torment had that, yeah, where the map is dynamic. Keep schmoovin'. Keep schmoovin', and you'll never run out of space. Increase the Valkyries more, reduce the cooldown. Or I can get something new and sexy. Damage, fire damage. We saw that one earlier. Really slashes through random targets. Just more frequent riding. Sounds nice. That's like a death laser of pigs. Maybe they're boars, not pigs. Pigs sound so pedestrian. There's this, but yeah, there's this when they all coalesce into a single boar beam. Taking a couple hits, I might want to grab some of that health. Getting a lot of the little blue fellers, and you can spin the blue fellers to do rerolls if you feel so inclined. Get 100% increased damage, so I wonder if that would mean, yeah, we do even more damage, but take more damage when standing still. I guess the idea is you just don't stand still, obviously. Just don't stand still, forehead. I give myself a bunch more health. Wonder if the little nuggets mean like, oh, you can only juice it up so many times. If I gave myself a bunch more health, Here's the thing. When do I ever stand still? I don't think we're standing still. I'm gonna go and take this. Can I put it here? Effect not active. Oh, I think I needed... Oh, okay. I need to connect these things. Okay. So right now that does nothing. I need to connect... I need to put one thing there. So at the next level, I'll put something cool there. I'm not sure if that's gonna do what I wanted to do. Oh, okay, there's that at least. I'm not sure if that'll do what I wanted to do necessarily. If the purple effect procs the same way, but I guess we'll find out. Give me more of the electric thing, because I like those lightning explosives. They're kind of carrying me. Well, I shouldn't say carrying me, but they're... Whatever I'm doing right now, whatever kind of thing I'm doing, that is the one that's being the nicest. Attack speed sounds good, so if I put that there... I'm not sure this is getting that kind of benefit. These... Oh, I'm a big stupid dummy. I'm a big stupid dummy. That last sentence only affects knots of power. So this is a waste. Okay, well, you know, now we're learning. This is how we learn. This is how we learn. The first run is where the fuck-ups are more permissible. Get that health, because I realized I was at half health. Did not even realize. I feel like I've been doing mostly a good job of not taking too much damage, but... Hopefully I was still getting slapperinoed. Is there a dodge? You're right. Oh gosh, there is. There's that dash move. There is that dash move, if nothing else. Hammers of the Righteous. Fire tornadoes. I've got a little dash. Is there a cooldown? There is a cooldown. Makes sense. It looks like you have 2 charges. And each one takes a little bit to cool down. The thing over here. Let's see what the thing is. Is it a person? No, it's a... Oh, there were too many other effects on the screen. I have no idea what that was. Bleed chance. Shock chance. Yeah, shock chance sounds nice. Can I put that there instead? Because I fucked up. Can I remove something? I was a naughty boy, and I placed something I shouldn't have, and now I'm reaping what I've sowed. And more melee damage. Arctic Assault. Boop. Oh. Boop. 30%, 30, not 30%, 30 max health. Very good. More armor, physical damage, lightning damage. More lightning, please. Charging this thing up. Yeah, it takes 10, though. Did get that thing? Yes, I did. Yeah, I wonder what that skull thing was. I walked over it, but like, there was too much other shit happening, and I, was not able to, like, catch what exactly it was. Yeah, be careful. Those AoE shots definitely are tickling me. Definitely getting tickled. By the way, we have to survive for... Actually, I guess I don't know what the survive amount needs to be. We've survived for almost 5 minutes so far. Yes, coalesce all in one big blob like this. Ouch. Well, that was more damage than I thought it was going to be. Oof. Little mushroom fellas. Have a lot of health. I have not a lot of health, conversely. Suck those up real quick. Snuggle them up. Take 1 damage per second, but gain lifesteal. Ooh. That takes 6 connections. I see now. I see what's going on here. Physical damage. Yeah, that's probably not... I wonder if there'd be an option to, like, remove something. But I guess that'd make it too easy if you had that kind of capacity. If, like, spend some of the blue points to nuke a spot from your web you're weaving. Yes, Bullet Heaven. I heard that for the first time. Bullet Heaven. I heard that for the first time, like... Yeah, I'm realizing now that, yeah, this is... Actually, I wonder if stuff connected... No, yeah. If it's connected to something else that's connected, it doesn't count. Because, yeah, I'm looking at how that would work if you had something right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you would still come up short. How would you get up to 10? 10, like, direct connections. Unless you could, like, place something on top or level it up. You know, I do see the the little MacGuffin, the little horseshoe shapes. So yeah, maybe there's a way to stack. And if there was, lightning damage. Oh, shock chance. Yeah, I wonder if I could have put this on top. That's 9 and that's 6. Yeah, interesting. Amount is affected by node multipliers. Yeah, yeah. More experimentation. More experimentation is necessary. Of course, let's be real. This run's gonna die pretty soon because my guy's getting his booty eaten in a way that is, you know, not sexually gratifying for the most part. We are doing some big kills. But yeah, bullet heaven. The idea of with a bullet hell, you got all the big scary projectiles coming towards you. Whereas in a bullet heaven, you are the one spewing and puking and diarrhea blasting projectiles everywhere. So I get to be the diarrhea. I don't have to avoid the diarrhea. They have to avoid my diarrhea. Over here and slurp lace things up. Chill chance is like very glowy. So yeah, so I guess that's more of a measure of its rarity or like how good it is. We don't do anything that does chill. We have no chill. Decrease max health. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, let's do this one so I can juice up that lightning damage. Bam. So now it's 13.5 or lightning damage. Yeah, that's that good shit right there. That's that good shit. Delicious. Delicious good shit. We are level 21 right now. Pretty good. I'm gonna guess that, what was it in Vampire Survivors? It's like 20 minutes or half an hour, maybe it's half an hour. There's like probably some amount we're supposed to survive. And if I eat dick in a way that is not flattering nor God-honoring before then the run ends and presumably we'll just start again. But yeah, I think there's probably like maybe like the little blue things we're collecting. Maybe those, or some percentage of them we take with us and get to spend on meta progression. I've gotten all the little tower thingies. You know, those little homing fellers are sneaky boys. Well, they're not sneaky because they're very, very red and glowy, but easy to lose track of them just in all the other fuckery. All the fucko-ery. Pretty sure the bad guys are like spawning around me. Like I'll walk off screen, but like I'm seeing dudes that are very clearly injured that I've already fought. So I think they're like despawning and then spawning back somewhere else in the battlefield. Of course, we have a lot of other projectile effects. We have the Valkyries, we have the lightning explosions. Blood Veil goes up by a whole bunch. A pretty sexy one. It's a lightning damage one. It's a new one for that matter. Look how that's a little bit less than double of a damage bonus, which is pretty enticing. Is there a bullet purgatory? Yes, it's called Texas. There you go. There you go. It's called Texas. Yeah, 30. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's 30 minutes in Vampire Survivors. I'm a fake gamer, man. I've never actually played Vampire Survivors. I've watched a decent bit of people streaming it. Damage. Just damage. I can't just put that there. I can't just overwrite the sins of my past. So yeah, so it's like, so I'm wondering how you would get up to 10. How that would work. Yes, if I place something that is connected to one that is also connected, it does not get applied. Getting a little busy. I'm hoping that this is not a complete dick fest for the streams. What's it called? For the streams, bit rate. I'm hoping that the bit rate isn't a complete shitification. Ouch. 37 health left. Purple. Purple is good, right? But I want new things though. Lightning gem. Near you created a. That sounds cool. Let's do that. Kind of like, yeah, tether. Yeah, tether them. Yeah, tether me timbers. Click, 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 click. Sounds like in Terraria whenever you're fighting skeletons and you're doing any kind of AoE or damage over time. That's skeleton damage noises right there. Oh, I think I got. Yeah, I died. It's a little bit hard to tell when I'm taking damage. It's probably for the best, though. So, no surprise there. The Electric Mirage was carrying us for sure. Yeah, the Valkyries one, maybe if I would have leveled it up more, it would have been more cool. But very clearly, these two are the big one. The Mirage in particular Explosions were delicious. We got none of these things. I'm not sure if that's just for cosmetics or if that is for meta progression. Overall, I got to level 3. Hell yeah. Lessons were learned. Lessons were learned. Like anything cool? I got 2 bloopity bloops. I don't know how you get them. I'm guessing that is from the levels probably, since I got to level 2. Or I'm sorry, I got to level 3, so we gained 2 levels. Gain more health from health pickups, increased armor, increased maximum health. I don't know if this like sets you on a path. Or if you like yeah, oh actually look, yeah, you can invest multiple times into a single node, which is nifty. In the odd chance that this does lock you in, I'm going to take a quick look at some of these. Exchange the sword swing with a whirlwind attack. That sounds cool. Heal for 10%. Gain 20%. That sounds kind of nice too, actually. Increase your dash amount by 1. That one does sound pretty cool. So, yeah. 40k max health does sound pretty cool. Yeah, let's get this one. Oh, I see. Required invest. Okay, so yeah. Increased armor. I like that one's really good. So that one I'm the most interested in. Yeah, I think you're right, Augusta. I don't think it locks you in. I think these things are tied. This one maybe not so much, but this one leads to this one, leads to this one, probably. Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Augusta. I think that's exactly it. That's nice too. You can reset, presumably for free. Presumably there's no punishment for resetting. That's kind of cool. So if we could do something cool with Loki's Electric Mirage, creating 2 matching abilities to level 5 or above will grant you a powerful forged ability during a run. So we should look for these kinds of opportunities. I don't know if this is all the forged abilities there are. I don't know how many abilities there are in the game. 2 matching abilities to level 5 or above will give you something cool. So that's a good reminder too that there might be some benefits to yeah, mixing and matching and exploring a little bit, explorificating a little bit. Start a fresh run. We got a lot more health now, more maximum health at least. This thing, some more max health for us, yes please. I think Augusta, you were the one that told me that in games like this, a lot of the times you want to stick to, you want to, if possible, find things to increase your pickup range in the early levels. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled. I want to be a good boy. I want to be a knowledgeable good boy when I play this game. I'm never confident when I pronounce the name of the legendary hammer. Is it Mjolnir? Mjolnir? Bueller? Random direction. The random direction part can be a little bit tricky because it's, you know, random. This one's purple, and purple means good, obviously. Wolf spirit attacks along with you. Well, Alex, you see, it's pronounced. I appreciate that Augusta was like, do I copy and paste to, like, get an umlaut over the O? Alex will know the joke. I trust him. I trust him to know the joke. Thank you for trusting me, Augusto, that I would know the joke, not requiring you to go out and seek out the umlaut, unless you're one of those weirdos that knows the alt code for the umlaut. Oh, but come on. Come on. What do we look like here? I'll go and go for the Blood Veil just because it's purple and therefore it's good, and that's, you know, a limited time offer, but generally speaking, I recognize that I will want to diversify for sure. Let's get one of these. Critical strike chance, yes please. Attack speed. Chill chance. Max health. Go for attack speed. A fast boy. Yeah. It's pronounced Ligma. But Dad, what's Ligma? Type in Pokemon. Do you want to know the only one I know? It's 0153? Yeah. 0153 is trademark. EM. I thought it was 0157 for a second. 157 is that, which I think is nothing. I think that is an empty, a white space character. But yeah, 0157, or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 0153 is TM. Yeah, 01153. But you're right though. 0233 is a good one to know. It's a good one to know. Rapidly whirl your sword around you. I do like a good whirlwind. 180 damage is pretty smexy. Cold damage could be sick. Cold damage could be sick, yeah. Damn, that sounds cool. That does sound cool. The cooldown is not bad. The damage is quite delicious. I don't know how far-reaching it is, but goddamn, that's pretty cool. Random targets. Man, I have a hard time with random targets. Because, yeah, the Valkyrie dudes that were flying around, those were attacking random targets, and it's just okay. Let's do the Whirl Slash. Because it's, I think, well, I was about to say it's the same weapon we have, but just doing, you know, more swings of it. But it occurs to me that, yeah, that damage is independent from that purple upgrade we got earlier. But it is physical damage, which is what this is. Max health, regular damage, physical damage, and then damage. Well, I mean, this is great right now, but this is just as good, and there will be inevitably non-physical damage things happening too. So let's get one of those. If the physical damage one would have been like 12, I probably would have gotten that one. But it wasn't, so I didn't. That's going to give me the same offer. I'll go for the one that might proc in a more advantageous manner in the future. So that's how he spells it, at least. Okay. Yeah, I got the auto-translate. That's right, that's right. Fiery Rune marks an enemy that explodes. I could upgrade the Whirlwind, but only for 10%. Slow-moving Magma Sphere. Trail behind. That's okay. That sounds kind of cool. Although this is explosive. This is explosive. And explosions did great for us last time. That was, I think, part of what made that damage output so generous. Marks an enemy with a rune that explodes after a short time, or a slow-moving magma sphere that leaves a trail of fire. Yeah, that sounds pretty sick. That sounds pretty sick. So every so often I should be aware of where I'm aiming. But I'm more inclined, more likely to throw this big old fucking magma boulder. You know, in a direction that is gonna topple as many dudes. Magma balls! Ignite chance, attack speed, fire damage. Yes, fire damage. Delicious. Kind of like when we raided Slugma. Raided Slugma a couple days ago, and somebody said, like, Slugma balls. It's like, actually, that was his screen name, but Twitch made him change it. Twitch didn't trust him. They thought it was too powerful, and they were right. Ballista periodically shooting salvos. That sounds cool. I could re-roll. More random locations. That was a random nearby enemies. Probably one of these two. The Whirlwind up by 10% is tempting. Let's go with this one. If nothing else, if I, like, take a bunch of different abilities when I'm, you know, still kind of learning the ropes, there's the greater chance of me stumbling upon an ability that has a forge opportunity. And I would guess that those forge opportunities are probably pretty cool. Or fire, regular damage, and attack speed. So where's the current fire damage one? Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, there's that one. Fire damage, fire damage. Also, I'll put that one just near this one. Hopefully there'll be an opportunity. Up the ante. The downside is only have the one fire damage ability. So whether or not that was a wise choice remains to be seen. There's that thing. The thing's blasting away. It started blasting. Got 3 shrines back to back. I'm guessing that's what these are. They're probably shrines. To the tune of, like, experience shrines or attack shrines in Diablo 2, that kind of thing. Same kind of deal, if I had to guess. Probably. Max health, yes. Haven't taken too much damage yet. We're doing alright. That ferocious stomp, is that explosive lightning thing that I love so much. Big ol' hammers. To the big ol' hammers. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like the big ol' hammers. Oh, that's tasty. Quite tasty. So we have a full just variety right now of, well, I say variety. I mean, we're pretty coalesced around physical damage with some fire. Speaking of which, increased fire damage, damage multiplier, and chill chance. I don't know if it really matters. I'll put this one in the middle. Put it right here. Lots of fire damage. Really going in on fire damage, even though we only have the one fire damage ability. Little concerning about my choices so far, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Can increase the blood veil. Flurry of knives. I did not take that one. Ancient Norse wounds. Oh, that's old school. That's old school. Upgrade this one. 65 is pretty good. Yeah, so I should probably be prioritizing regular damage and or physical damage at the next opportunity. Some gems I didn't get earlier. I think a lot of dudes with just small amounts of health. Attack speed. Wow, that's a juicy attack speed. Unfortunately, I can't apply that towards this guy to make it extra sexy. Pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'll put that in the middle. Actually, maybe I should have put it further to the right. So that could have maximized the ability to enhance it further. I feel like I can feel the difference. I feel like I'm slapping a little bit faster. Some fast slaps. More hammers. Not bad. I'm digging the hammers. I'm digging the hammers. I'm digging the hammers, and we can touch this. Not that kind of hammer, though. Gracie and I... Gracie showed me the movie The Hebrew Hammer a couple years ago. And there's this delightful moment in The Hebrew Hammer where he confronts evil Santa at the shopping mall, who's you know, up to dastardly no good at the shopping mall. Instead of like regular Santa at the shopping mall, it's like evil Santa. And there's this moment where the Hebrew Hammer confronts him and he's about to get his ass, and randomly in the crowd, MC Hammer is there, and he's like, "Please, Hammer, don't hurt him," which is a delightful reference to his quintessential album titled "Please, Hammer, Don't Hurt Him." It's so obscure, it's so off the wall, but I love it. It's so dumb. So dumb, it's so fun. I could reroll. We have so many of the blue thingies. I don't know if we don't take any of this with me. I don't know if you get less fun stuff by spending the blue stuff now. I'll take that 9%. I'll put her there. Put her right there, because that's next to the other one. I recognize I have the opportunity to direct where the orb, the flame orb goes, and I'm not always conscious of it, of where it's going to be going. So I'm just kind of hoping for the best. Yeah, what did this do, by the way? Oh, I think it slurps. I think it slurps any loose experience around. It slurps them to me, doing the big slurps. Ember axe, exploding axes. Ooh, that sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, the magma sphere thing is cool, and having it be happen quicker, that's about 0.7 seconds faster. But this is exploding axes, and that sounds hilarious and extremely dumb. Physical damage, fire damage, critical chance. I've been going so crazy on fire. I probably should do more physical damage stuff. More physical damage stuff. Boop. Now, all these things have an upgrade opportunity. Size goes up, damage increase, damage increase. I've got a good feeling about these ember axes. They're explosive. The explosives are potentially quite strong. Potentially, they're quite strong. Does anybody have an opinion on the presence of damage numbers on screen right now? I guess right now it's probably pretty okay. But if there will come a point soon or not so soon where it's just more noise on screen, because to me that's like sometimes at least an easy way to clean things up a little bit. Ignite chance, health regen, dodge chance. Ignite chance sounds kind of cool. Think their numbers okay right now? Okay, cool. Just trying to think for future reference, because there might come a point where it's like, ooh, there's a lot of shit happening on screen. Let's give our eyes a bit of a break here, because I try not to be overly nervous about this kind of thing, but I remember watching other people stream Vampire Survivors, and I enjoyed watching those streams, but I remember seeing other people saying like, oh my fucking god, like more people streaming this game, like it's a hard game to watch. Like it's one thing if you're playing it, but it's just a game that not a lot of people like to watch necessarily. More ballistas, a quicker whirlwind, even more hammers. These are all pretty good. These are all pretty tantalizing. This is a not one upgrade, but 2 upgrades, so I'll take that one. I don't know if I like the ballistas as much, but the fact that it spawns that many more of them is pretty delicious. I feel like my damage output's quite good right now. Probably is at least partly because we've had a smarter, not smart necessarily, but smarter arrangement of our web. So we could upgrade the ignite chance. I could also do the fire damage go up. Movement speed, chain lightning. Oh my. 3% chance to cause a chain lightning. Oh wait, lightning damage. Okay, so never mind. That wouldn't be good for us because we're not doing lightning damage. But this would be nice, because that fire damage would be extra delicious. That way better fire damage. Delicious. The numbers in Balatro. Well, I find that Balatro isn't like a visually assaulting game most of the time. At least when I've watched people play. Like when Shake plays it, like it's a bit of a, you know, it's like at a casino or a pinball machine. You're seeing like, you know, lights and bells and whistles and bing bongs and bling blongs. It is a little bit of a sensory overload, but it doesn't like fuck up the bit rate, at least not from what I've seen. I've never seen like a Balatro moment where I was like, oh dear god, that the stream is struggling. Because yeah, there when it comes to like video encoding, there's just certain visual effects that video encoders have a hard time with. Case in point, we streamed White Knuckle last week. White Knuckle, I loved that game, and I had a lot of people that seemed to enjoy the game, but I had a few people say, Alex, the stream's a little bit hard to watch. Is there anything we can use, like, turn down visually to make the encoding not eat dick so much? And I went back and watched part of the stream, and they're absolutely right. The game is harsh on video encoders, so I'm hoping that at some point in the future, if not already, if the devs could maybe add some kinds of settings to maybe some kind of filter, some kind of post-processing effect to be a little bit nicer to live video encoding, because yeah, it's real muddy. It's real muddy. More ballistas, magnum spheres, cool. Very small cooldown increase. Hammer of the Righteous. The ballistas are pretty cool. 30% is pretty generous. Yeah, I like the magnum sphere. I like it a lot, and I want to get it to be more frequent. So having it do more damage sounds nice, but I'm hoping that there will be an even more hasty way to upgrade it in future, in the not so distant future. I'm gonna keep a close eye on those red things as they're appearing in front of my face, underneath my face even. We've gotten all the shrines by this point. I'm guessing there's no real downside picking up the shrines immediately versus waiting to pick them up later. Seems like the effect would be all the same. A lot of stuff happening right now, a lot of stuff on screen, and there's a lot of things dying that I've like not cashed in on yet. Shattering Death, frozen enemies. So I don't have anything that freezes. That's not worth it. Night chance at armor. I'm gonna reroll. Ooh, something fancy. Dodge chance 7%. I don't know if it's like amazing. I mean, 7% is pretty good. I don't know how that, like, what our native amount is. I'll just put that here because we could maybe get that supercharged further. Like 7% sounds, you know, pretty alright. I'm a little bit surprised it's like super high level glowing. Wasn't what I thought it would be necessarily. Got the full heal. Projectiles are just a little bit slower than me, but not much slower. If we were much slower, we would struggle. It wouldn't shock me if maybe there was another enemy, character rather, that had a slower movement speed, and then others that had a higher movement speed. Whirlwind goes up to a big size, which is cool. Hammer has a very generous cooldown. The Whirlwind one is tempting. That is tempting, but more hammers all the damn time sounds very obnoxious, and I kind of want it. I want to be obnoxious. I want to be annoying. I want to be the one that is just what I say earlier. Like I want to be the source of the diarrhea. And this is me being an absolute fucking shitter. to all the bad guys on the screen right now. So it's all I've ever wanted. It's all the diarrhea I've ever wanted in life. God of Hammers, that's right. That's pretty cool, but it takes 8 thingies, and you can't, I don't think, override anything. Dodge chance, dash amount. I'll reroll. Rerolling does get it more expensive, of course. Maybe this is the kind of game that kind of encourages you to spend a lot on rerolling, because I don't know what else the blues are for. Crit chance, movement speed. Yeah, I was gonna say, can I get a tasty movement speed? I'll take a tasty movement speed. I'm gonna put that right here. Was saying earlier how if I was a little bit slower, I'd be in trouble. This will hopefully give us some insurance against like future problems with movement speed. Because right now these projectiles are pretty slow, relatively speaking, but I'm guessing they'll be faster as the levels go up. Look at all these nuggets, all these tasty nuggets. Better cooldown, more ballistas, but better cooldown for the magma. Yeah, I was just saying how more magma spheres. Spears, sure, but spheres would be very nice. Ballistas are popping off. Hammers are hammering. Big orbs are orbing. Explosive hammers have a pretty long cooldown. So if I could upgrade those to be shorter, faster even, I would consider it. Attack speed, armor. Armor 7% does sound nice, but attack speed honestly sounds kind of sick. So I'll take that one. We already have a pretty good attack speed, but now it's even better. Just don't get hit. You know, if you're worried about having not enough armor, just don't take damage, and that will solve the problem for you. If you don't take any damage, then you don't have to worry about needing armor, honestly. It's that simple. More ballistas. More hammers, and yeah, this is another instance where I don't know if I love the ballistas, but doubling them is pretty enticing. So if I pump more, if I juice them up more, well, I like them more. Kind of curious, is there a thing that tells me what the damage breakdown is right now? I know that there's a thing at the end that tells you the damage breakdown, but can I see right now what's doing the best right now? I have not much for physical damage increases, but regular damage is great. Yeah, like it tells us what the stuff is, and I guess this means, yeah, well, I couldn't get a 6th ability. So, yeah, so it's like, so we're committed to those things that we found so far. So far as I can tell, there's no printout that says, here's what's popping the best right now. But we do get that kind of information at the end. It'd be nice to be able to see it during the game, but I guess by that point it becomes like a spreadsheet simulator then at that point. So maybe that's why they don't emphasize necessarily at this point. 1 damage per second, but gain lifesteal. This one is tempting because I think this late in the game, that actually could be quite good. 1, 2, 3. So if I put that, say, right here or right here. 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So if I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here and work towards that one. We saw that one earlier. Oh, oh, really? 1, 2, 3. Huh. It's active though. There's 8. Is it because of this thing? Connected knots of power until the It shows these two being connected for sure. This one is not getting juiced up. This one, oh wait, no, yeah, this one's getting juiced up. Why is that 8? So there's 3 here. So there's So there's 5 on top of these 3 that are getting applied. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe these are worth more. Oh, I see. It's the nuggets. It's the horseshoes. It's 3, 6, 8. Oh, there we go. That's how you do it. Okay. It's not individual squares necessarily. That answers my question. There was one that required 10. I was like, bro, how? Okay. Hopefully this was, you know, a wise choice. I think with the density of enemies now, it's probably good. It's probably a wise choice. Looking at it right now, yes, I am healing more than I'm taking damage. Because we're dealing quite a lot of damage. We're not getting hit too much for now. That will change inevitably, invariably. Big balls. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Yeah. Go for that one. Oh, big. Big, hot balls. Man, I love balls that are big and hot and unavoidable. They get me so hot and bothered. No context or elaboration necessary. Not necessary. The good news is we're kind of able to just kind of heal past any shit that can hit us right now, but I'm sure those damage numbers from the bad guys will get scarier. I don't know if you get anything else by, like, continuing to feed this number. Ignite chance sounds cool. We kill things pretty well. I don't know if the ignite chance is really all that exciting right now. I'll put it in an unsexy place. Fuck it. I'll put it up here in a relatively sexy place. Thinking that, like, we could maybe upgrade it. Because, yeah, that implies, yeah, anything you attack with fire damage could ignite and presumably take damage over time. But we're killing a lot of shit if we were to fight, like, some kind of elite enemy. I'm sure there's bosses, probably. So then, yeah, I'd probably be singing a different tune. Ooh, I took some damage there. Took some dammy dams. Good thing I took that healing thing then, because otherwise I would be in trouble. Now, granted, I'm probably playing a little bit more recklessly than I otherwise would, knowing that I've got this really valuable heal over time, heal per damage, heal per hit. Even 10% of your hits, of your damage going to lifesteal is pretty extraordinary. Ooh, are we getting to fight God? We're fighting something. Fighting something, all right. So, slightly quicker hammer increase, better melee, slightly better whirlwind. I'll do the better melee. I was just saying earlier how, yeah, we might want stuff to help us fight God. And here we are fighting God. We're lighting him on fire, maybe? Her on fire? Oh, progressive. Progressive. We're getting to deal with a demigod of a she-her persuasion. Yep. Yep. So I am not healing as much as I was hoping I would. I'm wondering if damage against, like, bosses doesn't count when it comes to that health steal. I guess I have to get kind of good. I can't just rely on DOT or HOT, healing over time. I carry my ass. I have to carry my own ass. Be the ass you want to carry in the world. Good news is he's at less than half health and I'm at more than half health. Yeep. I'm guessing when you dodge that you have iframes. It's not just you move quickly, but hopefully you don't take the damage. So if I'm in a situation like that where I'm kind of behind the 8-ball, I can just dodge through the attack, hopefully. Yeep, like that. That's actually perfect example. Thank you, game. Actually, no, I'm doing a little bit of healing. I am doing a little bit of healing. Just not as much as I would expect. Oh, shit. I get for not paying attention. He's gonna do the big scary attack. He's gonna do the big scary attack, but he's almost dead. When he dies, is that it, or do we have more? Get balled on, idiot. Ouch. He's dead. Get big treasure. I can't really see what I'm picking up, but I pick. Oh, I got some fun. I got some giblets. So that's clearly gonna be, well, for something. I guess I don't know what it's for, but presumably for some kind of meta progression. There was the one thing. It was like something about like customizing the visuals of your equipment. Some kind of thing about like dyeing your equipment a certain color. You can dash 2 more times. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Or notify something. I could go to a plus 40 movement speed. That's pretty sick. 2 more dashes sounds pretty nice. But 40% movement speed sounds delicious. Ignite chance sounds nice. Attack speed wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad. Yeah. 40% attack bonus, or movement bonus. That is quite good. I'm so fast. Good lord, I'm a fast bitch. I'm a fast bitch right now. These are all really good. Well, that one I think is just okay, but these two are both pretty good. Really fast hammers. You know what? Yeah, I think this one. We invested maybe too much into fire damage, and these things are very slow. This will make them a lot faster. Yeah, I'm questioning whether it was worthwhile to invest so much into fire damage, given that we have more melee things that we're doing. Shock chance, health regen. So what could I juice up? I could juice you up. More fire damage. We know you can't juice these things up. Attack speed, regular damage. Full send it. Full send it. You might as well. You might as well. 30% fire damage. Given my lack of... Maybe not a lack of, but despite the focus on physical... Although, I don't know, that might be changing, you know, once we get to see, like, the breakdown. The statistical breakdown of how this is all going to look out when the run ends. There's a very real chance that earlier on we were doing more physical, but I bet now the fire is probably pretty nice, because that magma balls, those big balls, magma balls, is, I think are popping. But the hammers though, bro, and the ballistas, yeah, I don't know, it's hard to say. That's hard to say. Good news is we're back to the point where now I'm pretty consistently having full health. We're doing pretty good. I realize that it's probably a fool's errand to always go for the shiny. You know, always go for the shiny. That might be setting yourself up for disappointment. But that's, I mean, that's a 1.3 seconds. That's a pretty generous whirlwind cooldown. And of course, if I'm doing my job right, I shouldn't be attacking. I shouldn't be doing as much damage with the whirlwind. I should be killing things before they can get that close. But still, inevitably it will happen. I might as well lean into it. Oh my god, that video is a classic, Will. Man, I remember that shit dropped. What was it, what was that, like 2012, 2013? It felt like an eternity ago. 10% attack speed. I do like more attack speed. We are approaching the limit of, like, really delicious points to place these things. I'll place this right here. And it gives us a couple of options. Not a ton, but a couple of options. Yeah, we're approaching the point where our web has nearly finished its wovenness. I wonder what happens when you complete a web, rather. Presumably something cool happens. Or nothing cool happens. It might give the option to overwrite things. Because, yeah, there's some placements I'm... Looking back, I wish I would have done differently. "13 minutes. 13 minutes, there's a lot of shit happening right now. It was 10 years ago? Yep. Alright, so 2015. Man. It was a simpler time. I'm a little bit regretting the fact that I didn't take any armor bonuses, because that one hit did like 50 damage. Like, I'm glad I have more health. Glad I have a nice, healthy amount of health. Robust amount of health, even. But... Some armor wouldn't have been a shabby idea. Even just double... Yeah, effectively double the size. Well, double the bonus. Double the bonus of the size to the magma sphere. Yeah. Pretty generous damage increase to the Ember Axe, but... Yeah. Magma balls. Magma sphere. "14 minutes. We're approaching the 15-minute mark. We'll probably get a sizable jump in what the bad guys look like and do and smell and piss when we hit the 15-minute mark, and then probably at 20 minutes will be another boss battle. Look at that. Just carves through them, man. Delicious. Very, very good. Yeah. With lifesteal and regen, armor's even better. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, yeah. So I would maybe, in fact, yeah, let's reroll. Let's go down 30%, Physical dammy dams. Well, god dammy damn. They'll blow me down. Yeah, I gotta take that one. How can I not? I'd be foolish. I'd be foolish not to take that one. 30%. It's a problem. I keep seeing all these fun offensive things. I don't see as many fun, like, glowy, shiny, purple, golden defensive things that are, like, shiny and alluring. You know, you give me the shiny that's purple and golden and, like, glimmery, and it's saying, hey, big boy, why don't you click on me? And then I start sweating, and I kind of, like, pulling at my collar a little bit, and I'm like, you know, well, you see I'm married, and they say, I won't tell anybody. And then, you know, the thing that's clickable, you know, wants you to click it so good. It wants to get clicked so good, but it feels wrong, but it feels so right at the same time. I could re-roll this. 17,000 bling blongs is pretty damn good. And yeah, nothing's like, you know, jumping out of me, so I will re-roll. And yeah, the scale with which we're gaining the blue boys is pretty darn good. Damage increase for the Whirl Slash. 30, that's pretty good. Just say, give me the shiny. I need the shiny, that's what I need. Damage increase by a bunch for the Ballista. That's pretty nice. Yeah, it's doing a good job of giving you the, like, number go burr kind of feeling, man. Got the Skinner box, you know, I'm all the numbers, all the, like, jumps in what I'm capable of. And what like the numbers I'm able to launch to the bad guys. It's like the, oh yeah, my brain's doing the warm and fuzzies right now. Movement, fire damage, chill chance, reroll. Ignite chance is 4%. What was the really sexy one we got earlier? Ignite chance, yeah, was 6. And that was like a really good one. I don't know, 4%. Shock chance, dash amount, movement speed. Let's see. I don't think you would chain those together. I don't think it works that way. Only affects knots of power. Yeah, would not affect a knot of echo. Would not affect a knock of echo. Knot of echo. Yeah, so nothing. Yeah, if this was one to the right, we could pop that and do more physical damage. Right now, it would be physical damage or just regular damage. So that 9 becomes 18, which is really not terrible. And 9 becomes 18. That's not terrible. Strike, dodge, chance, armor. Let's do the armor one. You know, I was just saying earlier I was regretting the lack of armor. I'll put one right there. I should be responsible. I should be a responsible lad. My health steal is great, but it can only carry me for so long. Eventually, I will need other means of protecting myself, lest I Shrek myself. Those hammers, man. Those hammers, man. Good lord. Good lord. I'm guessing it's the bush boys that are propping that kind of AoE, that kind of area of effect damage. It might be the shieldy fellers. Probably it's not the shieldy fellers. There is a skull thingy right here. I'll go and snag that. Bunch of hammers. Whole bunch of hammers. That's a lot of hammers. That's so many hammers. That's a lot of hammers. Give me more hammers, please. Yes. Movement speed 20. Oh, I'm just gonna be such a fast bitch. Battle scars. Every time you take damage, you might gain. There's a 5% chance of permanently gain. Wow. Well, that would make me want to be irresponsible. That's tempting. But also, I could go fast again. Or more fast, even. I put that. I would need 8. 1, 2, 5. I'd be a little short. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I don't know if we really have what it takes to pull that one off. We'd have to, like, move other stuff around or replace something else. Yeah, so probably not. Probably not. I have to, yeah, move one of these things. Well, the good news is that kind of forces me, maybe not forces, but it nudges me to take this one. We'll take a little nudge. We'll be even faster now. Movement speed seems to be very helpful. I mean, that's usually how it goes in games like this. It's not exactly a novel concept. But I'm really vibing. I'm really vibing to the movement speed. Also, I'm kind of surprised that the reroll cost is back down to 220. Maybe it was... Maybe the reroll cost is independent from the reroll cost here, from the reroll cost for like skills, that kind of thing. Well, not skills, or the weave, the web. Maybe the web costs are independent, because that one was up to like 300 something. I assume they were tied together, but maybe not. Yeah, 90%. Yeah, like, so this is the purple one. That's the melee attack. I don't know, I'm having a hard time getting excited about the melee attack at this point. I get a shiny, can I get like something like glowy and cool? I mean, these all seem cool, but I've been so spoiled with shit like this. Exactly, yes. Give me the stupid hammers. Abso-goddamn-lutely give me the stupid hammers. Whale's thinking about getting some food. What would be your food persuasion, Whale? If there was a food place, a food thingy that just sounds bananas. Just absolutely bananas. Also, Oni, good to see you, buddy. Oni, you down for some Lost Skies, potentially on Saturday, I think? I think that's what we're going for. Health regen. I think I'm already good on health regen, actually. Ooh, 150. 45 max health, 150. Ooh, I can make myself a real fast bitch. Who is Lost Skies? Yeah, see, I think Alina was saying that was when they were gonna be getting a group together on Saturday, I think, for some Lost Sky shenanigans. Lost Sky nanigans. Yeah, that attack speed one. I think I gotta juice up the attack speed. That or the damage one wouldn't be bad. Or the, oh my god. But, well, here again, this is where it would be really nice to be able to see if physical damage is doing really good, like I think it might be, or if fire damage is later, because 30% increased physical damage could be destructively hilarious. Attack speed, though, is always good. Attack speed is always good, whereas the physical damage one is just for physical damage. I feel like I should do the attack speed one. It's not as generous of an increase. 150 per, I mean, my god, that's such a disgusting amount of a bonus. So it makes this hard to not just go for. But again, attack speed is always nice. Attack speed only affects the base attack. Ooh, you might be right, Ogasso. Because I was thinking like, oh, that's like all the cooldowns. But yeah, I could see that. I could see all the cooldowns not being tied to attack speed. I could see that, yeah. So to that point, juice me up to a 75% giganto injection of physical damage. Make me physically imposing, the same way I am in real life. For those who know me in real life, you know I have a very domineering presence. I am very intimidating. I have a very prominent physicality that really intimidates people. You know, they feel really nervous around me. So that will be true to form, true to life. Life imitates art. Life imitates fart. Another level coming in hot, and oh, look at, okay, there's the level nuggets. I found them. Got a whole bunch of options. Big balls. Damaging ballistas, or finally increasing the size of the whirlwind, which I've done nothing for. But the magma sphere, but it's the big balls. It's the big balls, though. That's right. Turns them green with envy. No, I turned them green because they because like parts of their body get gangrene and like atrophy. That's what it is. CRD. It stands for Cool Ranch Doritos. That's right. That's correct. Cool Ranch Doritos is a different stat, which is accurate. My Cool Ranch Doritos stat is unfortunately quite low right now, as much as I hate to say it. Yeah, big. I do like big. I do like big. I also like number. Do I do big or do I do number? That's a 45% jump. That's a 30% jump. Man. Tough choices, tough choices. We did just get that fucking girthy physical damage increase. So maybe I should lean into that physical damage increase. What was it, like a 60%? It was like, no, it was a 75% increase. Well, it was 30 originally, so it jumped up by 150%. So it went from a 30 to a 75, which is Disgusting. You know, I took my eyes away from the screen for a second. I took a bit of damage there. Kind of got shit on a little bit. Kind of got shit and pissed on a little bit. Shitted and pisted. Reroll. Lightning abilities. Well, I don't have lightning abilities right now. Health regen. Probably this one. Filling up. Filling up real nice and good. Nice and tight. Just the way I like it. Filling up real nice and delicious. Nice and tasty. If there's any more of those fruits, I might snag one. Because, yeah, I took a bit more damage than I meant to. I mean, I don't ever mean to take damage, but I especially got shit on there. Oh, back up to full, though. Back up to full, so we okay. 18-minute mark has been reached, which means 2 minutes until presumably the next boss battle. No idea what it's going to be like, but probably going to be an order of magnitude higher than that angel we fought earlier. Maybe it'll be 2 of them. Maybe it'll be 12 of them. Who fucking knows? For a moment there, I lost where my cursor was, and I panicked for a minute, like, oh god, where's my thing gonna go? Where are my magma balls? Magma spheres. Do you think they didn't call it magma ball because they knew people were gonna be weird about it? And by people, I mean me. Magma balls! Say something like that in a normal voice. Challenge level impossible. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. Impossible. Can't do it. I will say we are reaching the point where directing projectiles in a particular direction versus random projectiles just popping everywhere are about equal levels of usefulness. What I will say is the projectiles you can kind of direct are much more useful for bosses. But yeah, when you have this kind of fuckery happening where there's just so much stuff everywhere, the random shit's about as good. Random shit is about as good. Hammers of the Righteous. I guess I never did get a damage increase for this one, so that's 45%. It's pretty good. 30% for the Ember Axe, which is also quite good. But yeah, I think increasing this damage, again, that kind of leans into the physical damage increase we got earlier. Actually, I was wondering, Will, I wasn't gonna say because I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to press you. I don't want to press you into something you're not comfortable with. But I was wondering if you were going to say sheets. Because when I think of the whale culinary preferences, I think of the sheets experience. I think whale could really go to sheets himself. He could really sheets himself really good right about now. Right, so we got one popping left. We could make this even stupider. I could also go fast. We could jump into fire damage. More fire damage. Like, I should just lean all in. We've leaned into physical with, like, some fire, for sure. And actually, I guess that's the thing, too. I at first was leaning a lot into fire. Fire, movement speed, and attack speed. But yeah. It's either more physical. There'd only be a 100% increase. Only 100%. So it's not nearly as tasty. Or more movement speed. That'd be another 40% movement speed. We'd be even stupid faster. Which, you know, let's be real, that might be more helpful for the boss battle coming in hot. We have a boss battle coming in hot. We don't know what to expect. We're pretty quick. But yeah, maybe that's the safe choice. It's the boring choice, but it might be the safe choice. Make me fast. Make me faster. That'll help with the boss battle that is inevitably going to happen. And it'll also help with dealing with the mobs. Now we can, you know, more better get past their attacks. Outrun them, that is. Yeah, movement speed. It can't always be about the numbers, you know, about dealing the numbers. Sometimes it has to be about avoiding their numbers. Sometimes I have to be a responsible lad. I have to do the boring defensive things, which are just not as enticing. Not as sexually gratifying. Even more hammers. I'm gonna reroll because I still have a lot of the bling blonks. It's just the fact that you accrue so many of the blue MacGuffins makes me think the game really wants you to do a lot of rerolls. Seems like that's what's going on here. Oni says the best defense is a good offense, Alex. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's a pretty solid strat. More Ember Axes. I don't know what happens when you max out one of these things. Really cool. I mean, we're getting there with all these ballista upgrades I keep going for. We are getting there. Here we go. Boss battle. Oh, it's fucking a sexy snake. Why am I having feelings about the snake that I shouldn't be having? Why am I having unchristian thoughts about the snake? Something keeps, like, tapping me. Oh, he's doing poison. Something? He's doing something. Yeah, I take some DOT, some damage over time. I think I just can't get too close. That's the idea. I can't get too close. Kind of glad I took the movements. Oh, never mind. It's the -1 because of the health over time, the damage over time. Oh god, big tentacles. How many tickles? 10. 10 of them. That's how many. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing as much. I'm not stealing as much health, doing as much damage. No, I did just kill him. An achievement for defeating your first realm boss. Do I just pick them all up? I'll get this one first. Okay. Oh, is that it? A bajillion achievements. Alright, so it's 20-minute rounds. Good to know. 20 minutes. There we go. Hammers of the... Who's surprised? Who's surprised by this that Hammers of the Righteous popped off so good? And that's kind of surprising, but I guess not that surprising. We invested so heavily into the ballistas and physical damage, and it still couldn't quite do that much, even compared to the Magmasphere. Ember Axe also surprisingly performed really well. So yeah, I'm not surprised that the hammers popped off so hard. I'm a little bit surprised that Ballista is so far down the list here. So that tells me that, yeah, maybe the Ballista skill just isn't as good, or there's other upgrades that would really help it, that we didn't get or didn't apply properly. Never got any of the gold shiny pigment thingies. A little bit of bleeding, not much igniting. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 instances where you invested pretty well into igniting. Didn't get much for it. Whirl Slash, we got it kind of late. Maybe that's better to get earlier on. More achievements. The War Paint Hut, that's what it was. And Blood Sacrifice. Blood. You can last 20 minutes here, huh, Alex? Listen, Whale. 2 minutes can feel like an eternity in certain situations. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll have to quote the great philosopher of our time, the great philosophers of our time, Flight of the Conchords, when they say, and I quote, 2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven. I'll just say that much, all right? I'll just say that much. So we found some runes. Oh wait, Warpaint. Oh, okay, this is not just about cosmetics then. We got Soilo. We got Nodies. Nodies nuts. We got Laguz. So do you, like, put them on things? Do you, like, pick it and place it? Maybe I shouldn't, like... Oh. Boy, that's cool. It's like Tetris. There is a reset option. That's cool. Blood. Oh, you get to, like, build them. That's cool. With the pigments. That's what the pigments are for. That's neat. It's cute. Common. Epic. Legendary. Stats. Interesting. Interesting. You can rotate. Oh, that's cool. You can remove at will. But what did Will do? He didn't deserve this. Interesting. All right, so let's pop that guy there. I don't know if it matters where it goes. Got an achievement for equipping your first Warpaint blueprint. Pretty slick. I don't know if there's, like, synergies with, oh, hey, you put it somewhere else and stack this one thing with some other thing, you get some cool guy shit. Is there a like spatially maximally efficient place I can put this? You can write stuff. Oh, you can overwrite it. I'm guessing you probably don't want to, though, because that would be perfect. Be perfect. Let's see. What's up, Crimson Knight? Nerds. You're right. You're right. I feel like I'm supposed to be offended, but But you're right. It's an odd shape. Odd shape, kind of. Okay, yeah. So, but that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's not like a permanent affixation. I'll put it right there. You know, we're losing a couple of nuggets. A couple little nuggets are being lost, but it's okay. I'm guessing this is probably per character. So we're juicing up this guy, which is great and all. But we unlocked... I'm full of shit. Never mind. I thought we unlocked a new guy. Never mind. I was like, check it out. We unlocked nobody's. All right. So we need to get attack speed up to 200%. We probably got up to like 80%. We got our attack speed up pretty good earlier. Status effects. The same enemies simultaneously. That we could eventually get that one. We had ignite and bleed. There's shock. There's frost. There's maybe poison. Maybe there's poison. It is an honorary title. I'm in agreement. I am in agreement. Blood. I have 0 blood. Does blood mean... Oh, I see. If you want to up the ante, if the game's too easy, and you want to like get more juice, get more of the stuff, some more health, damage, that kind of thing. Yeah. Reroll cost. Yeah, I feel like we... And I'm almost... This explains why I feel like the reroll economy was like shockingly generous. Valhalla. Not enough space. Space. The one place yet to be corrupted by capitalism? Space? I don't have enough blood juice, blood room. Maybe I shouldn't go crazy with this. We'll say... say increase reroll cost. Oh, that's kind of cool. So because of that, they tell you what you get for it. Raw materials and war paints. That sounds nice. Oh, is that all it is though? Okay, I was thinking maybe... Oh, that fills it up. Provability slots, reduce level up choices, yeah. We'll do one of those guys. Yeah, so we'll do a little bit. We'll up the ante slightly. Move speed, spawn amount. Spawn amount sounds kind of stupid. That sounds kind of dumb. We'll do a little bit of spawn amount shenanigans. Projectile speed makes me a little bit nervous. Area of effect size makes me a little bit nervous. Sometimes we'll do... Get us a little bit more enemy health, too. How's that sound? So we got a 30% increase to stuff. So we'll up the ante a little bit. We're learning more about the game. Spawn amount is next people. That's part of why I didn't want to, like, go ham on it. But, I mean... That is assuming... behind the scenes it doesn't like lower the amount of experience you get. Like what if like, you know, you kill 10 bad guys and each one get like in the vanilla game you kill 10 bad guys and each one drops 10 experience. But then with this there's like a 30% increase, but each enemy drops 30% less experience. Like if there was some kind of way to kind of balance it out. But I bet we can do this. I bet we can deal with the full vessel. I bet my vessel can be full and bulbous and engorged with blood, no less. My vessel is engorged with blood. Let me tell you all about my anatomy right now. Exchange the sword swing with the whirlwind. That sounds cool. Enhanced whirlwind. Natural whirlwind enhancement, you say? Feast enjoy. For leveling up, you get... Yo, that one does sound nice. Oh, more dashes, though. 2 dashes? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot. So eventually, we'll be able to get this one. And then also, you gain thorns during your dash. That's kind of good. That's actually kind of nice. The knocking back sounds cool. Wait, sword damage. That's good, too. Like all these things. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. An arc shaped projectile every time you swing. That sounds cool, too. I like it. I like it. So, we now know Ember Axe and... Oh, and Loki's Electric Mirage does something real sick. So I might want to seek those out. Whirl Slash has something cool. Ballista has something cool. So on their own, they're pretty disappointing, but together they could be delicious. Ember Axe was pretty good, I thought. Ember Axe was pretty good, and Loki's Electric Mirage also very, very good. So those two together could create something dastardly. To create something beautiful. Beautifully dastardly. So we did the Midgard thingy. Different pigments, probably different monsters too. Jump into this one. So there's 4 available right now. Well, that are in the game, that is, right now. We don't have access to all of them, but we have access to the second one at least, with more to be added as the game goes further into development. Because this is, again, in early access. I'm liking this a lot, though. It's just very fun. This is very fun so far. It's of course, early access. It is a Vampire Survivor inspired experience through and through. So, you know, if you don't like Vampire Survivors, you probably won't like this. If you do like Vampire Survivors, you're pretty much guaranteed to enjoy this. I kind of want to do cold damage because we were fucking with physical and fire. Mostly physical last time. So the snowball thing sounds kind of cool. We did a little bit of the tether last time. Let's do some cold. Let's get frosty. Given that this is a frosty place, look at that. Big. Yeah, big. Doesn't go forever, though. It does eventually tap out. Alright, more dashes. Chill chance. I'm gonna get that chill chance. I want to be a chill chance. Be a chill guy. We're gonna be doing some cold damage this time around is what I'm thinking. And that's what I'm thinking. Smash my face into a pillow. That's a very good way to call it. I like that way to call it. Some of us say it's time to hit the hay. Some of us say it's time to hit the sack. Some of us say I'm gonna slap my testicles. Time to hit the sack. You know, I like that one. I gotta crash my face into a pillow. Appreciate you popping in though, Crimson. We're so cool, and we're having a chill day. There's Ember Axe. Ice Arrow. That's pretty cool too. It freezes them in place. Dang, that's sick. That's pretty cool. It seems like it's kind of random, but it does stick them. It does stick their asses. I got some stuff. You see a little +4? I got some stuff. Wow, lots of health. Wow, wowie zowie. Lots of health for Alex. Yep, lots of health. Loads of money. Loads of health. Yeah, big balls. I could do more for the standard melee. The standard melee is kind of hard to get excited about after a certain point. It's great at the start, but after a minute, it kind of tapers off. Rounds you damage, and yeah, more ice. We're going all in on ice, baby. If there are enemies that resist certain damage types, we're gonna be in trouble. No idea if that's a thing, but right now we're popping off. We're popping off, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'll put like the baby level ones around each other. I'm gonna leave room for the big boys. The big boys should get the good stuff. Like another rune, very nice. Whenever something... Oh, God, I'm taking so much damage. I wasn't even paying attention. I was having too much fun just slapping around. I've been encouraged to adopt some less than responsible... some less than responsible habits from the last run because I had all that health steal. Which absolutely just carried my ass. Some more of this one. I'll probably start re-rolling pretty soon. But I want to build up a hefty backlog of blue boys before I get too silly. Which ball rolling. 21 health is quite a lot, but I have that max health only does so much if I don't have enough health to be able to enjoy said max health. Take 1 damage per second. Oh, there it is. Do I get it now? Getting it this early makes me a little bit nervous. The good news is if I got that placed right here, we don't have to like have that ability proc instantly. Because if I place this state right here, that puts us halfway to it. Lead chance, movement speed. I place that there, we're halfway to it, so we're not behind the 8 ball just yet. So my DOT right now, or DPS rather, is a better term. My DPS right now probably is not enough for that, but it might be in the future. We never did get the full web last time, so I'd be curious to see what that looks like. Get the full web. So maybe in the future, we'll get a full web and we'll see what happens with that. We have a lot of effects. Yeah, they're just not quite doing enough. They're also not popping off quite as much as we like. Damage increase, yeah. Yeah, the Ride of the Valkyries one was pretty disappointing, TBH. Didn't really love that one. Glad we tried it, but didn't love it. Did not love it. Ouch. It's 40 damage. That's a lot of dams. Health up here. There's something else. Oh, there's a rune. Dodge chance 4%, bleed chance, ignite chance. I'll take that dodge chance. I put it right there. Let's do it. So next time will be good. I don't know if I want to snag it just yet. Big old blob of boys. That blob of the boys. That's right. Get the asses. Yeah, if I can launch ball. Ball of death. Ball of snowy death. Unless it does not go in the direction that I'm facing. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, they're all stuck in place. There it goes. I see it rolling. See me rolling. I'll start re-rolling, I think. Although I have room for a little bit more. And I don't know if there's a lot more cold stuff left. Or it rounds you that it inflicts and ignites. Random enemies. Yeah, I think I'll re-roll. Ooh, both. Okay, so we have seen that one. Throw the Leviathan Axe towards a random target. Lingers before returning. Massive piece of ice. These are both pretty tempting. This one's, well, actually, this one's more damage and a shorter cooldown. This one sounds dope. This one sounds cool as fuck. Random locations and random target. At least it's a target, which means presumably, if we're fighting a single scary thing like a boss, it will target that boss probably. So, yeah, this might be the maybe less sexy option, but I think I'll take that one. It might be comparatively boring, but they both sound pretty sick. So there's really no losers here. No suckers or losers here. Not on my watch. Give me some health. That is pretty cool. Big ol' sickle thing. It's pretty sick, all right. Ouch. Get that health thingy, unless it disappeared. I think it disappeared actually. It was on the mini map. Shrine that I missed. Let's go and grab that. There we go. Got the attack speed, which is pretty nice. Let's see. There's a whole bundle of nuggets here. Love a good nugget bundle. That's the kind of guy I am. Health regen, attack speed. We can afford a reroll. Decrease max health. Ooh, no thank you. No thank you. That would be unwise for people named Alex to take on right now. Touch chance could go up even more. Right now it's 4. We could make it another 4. I don't have that many blues. I should probably just take this one. Do I go ahead and start this? In 10% lifesteal. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Let's kind of keep an eye on our numbers in a moment. That goes down. Cooldown goes down, which is nice. I love the ice arrows, honestly. Sexy looking blood. We could do the Arctic assault again. Yeah, I can have both. We can have that cake and eat it too. That's a lot of big boys. So I'm doing a lot of damage now. At least a lot of damage to lots of things. 20. Wow. This is very generous. I'm going to put that in the middle over here. We can very easily contribute to juicing that one up for sure. Yeah, sure enough, my DOT, or my HOT, my healing over time, is quite generous. Quite generous. So I'm not going to say that's like guaranteed you're gonna win the game if you pick that, but boy does that help. Boy does that help. Fuck, which one of the I know the ice arrow one. Like which one of these is which? I think we're to the point now where yeah, we're just juicing up things. We already took that one, but yeah, I don't know if I love that one. It's not quite as sexy as I was hoping it'd be. 7 of them though. Okay, maybe 7 of them will make me feel better. Maybe it's like the ballistas all over again, where the ballistas were like kind of disappointing, but I kept investing into them. Sunken cost fallacy was getting me really good, and I just kept juicing it more and more, and it kept just not really doing much for me. Oh my god, all the balls. Me during college all over again. All the balls, man. Smothered by balls. God, sophomore year. Alright, we can juice that up a bunch. Exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh, I made that. So right now it's up to a, I guess it was, what was it earlier? I guess it was plus 20. Now it's a plus 30. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Pull them back around so I can snag some of these puppies. I'm snagging the puppies. More ice arrows. Sure. Sure, more ice arrows. Sure. Why the hell not? Going well for us. The ball rolling. Took all these balls that are on screen right now. Making my mouth salivate in reaction like Pavlov's dog over here. Berserker's Fury. Physical damage has a chance to enrage the player. That's me. I'm the player. Attack speed. Man, that sounds great. Physical damage, though. We're not really much of a physical damage guy. At the same time, it's kind of free. 2, 4... This is kind of free. And of course, our standard attack is a physical attack kind of deal. Seems like there's no downside. It's not like it says, oh, it enrages you and you go into rage mode, but you, like, are more susceptible to damage. So, yeah, it seems like that's kind of free. So, maybe not free. We need 1 or 2 more things here, but I think that's doable. We can make that happen. I'm enjoying the system of this the web system, the web's crafting, the web weaving. It's not. It took a bit of like trial and error and fucking up a little bit before realizing like, oh, here's how certain things function. It was one of those where you read the words and you go, okay, I think I see what they're saying. But then you see it in the field, you fuck up, you misplace something, and then you go, oh shit, okay, now the penny drops. So, very easily could have been user error, or just general hobbit silly. Bigger orbit, sure. Or no, actually, that's bigger damage. Bigger damage, yes. Ouch. But, you know, seeing it and learning it and understanding it, internalizing it properly, it's a pretty big part of it for sure. Big frosty boys. Node multiplier. If I could give myself even more damage. I don't think there's a maximum, is there? Right now it's 30. Now it's 40. Alright. Of course, eventually there might be an instance where it's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have put that 50 there. There could have been a 150 that I could have put elsewhere. Those AoEs are very far-reaching. AoEs are very far-reaching. And I don't think we increased the abilities, the ranges of bad guys. I think these are just very far-reaching. Of course, by this point in the previous run, I had increased our movement speed. I think our movement speed is still default in this run. Yeah, look at all that. Hoo doggy. Hoo doggy. Ouch. We did dodge. We have that healing over time, that health steal. Health leech. And once again, I'm just inclined to just reroll until something really amazing pops in like this one. Really generous cooldown. Really generous cooldown. That's pretty good. But it's all for that ISO ability, and I just don't know if I love that one. Feel me? I don't know if I love it. Don't hate it, but I don't love it. Oh, man. Okay, well, I couldn't even use that if I wanted to. Because that's already there. So that's probably just as good. And I think I'm not exaggerating here. I don't think I can use that anywhere on the map as it is. So instead, I'll just use movement speed. And that'll allow this to proc too. So that just works for everybody involved. Make me faster. And also allow this not a fate to pop. Also, when you're on the ice, it slows your movement. Kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Ooh, doggy. Yeah, whatever bad guy is like throwing that many of the scary red circles is, well, it is scary. Heals. Definitely approaching, if not already at the point where, yeah, it is a bit of a visual mess. An enjoyable visual mess, but a visual mess. Ooh, no doubt, no doubt. Oh yeah, it's a lot of scary red things. Yeah, don't like that. Don't like that. I think it might be the big boys. Might be the big boys. The big Yeti-looking fellers. Leviathan axe throw I do like a lot, and the idea of a nicer cooldown for that sounds pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. If I could get multiple axes, oh my god, that would be so tasty. Be so very delicious. Might even be illegal. Boy. Bleed chance. Damage. Just more damage. Full damage. Yeah, more damage. I'll put another one of those in a very... in a fairly open space, like here. For additional upgrades. Sure if it's good, if it's wise or unwise to be that close to the border. We are killing things quick. And we're doing... and that's nice too because we have that damage over time. Or I'm sorry, healing over time. That health steal. Us dealing more damage invariably means we're also healing quicker from taking damage. Kind of is a no-brainer. And we're still acquiring the blue MacGuffins at such a generous rate. This ice arrow. We're making those ice arrows pop really quickly. Which... I mean, they don't do much damage, but they do slow things down, which is nice. I think they do some damage. I think they do some damage, but their main thing is that they stop things in their tracks. Once again, I'm sure it probably doesn't do jack dick for bosses. I'm sure bosses can't be frozen in place. Or cold damage. That one was 20. So, fortunately, we don't have quite as many open spaces. This one's still pretty good. Like, that gives us a couple of ways we could juice that one up. I wonder if there are echo nodes that have more than one enhancement space. Because each one so far has said, the node goes here, and the thing you're enhancing is this one, or this one, or this one. What if there's one that says left and right, or up and down, and diagonal right and diagonal lower left? Up, right, and lower left, like that kind of thing. That'd be kind of sick, but... probably, if it does exist, it'd be reserved for the higher level kind of shit. I'm more of a lower level kind of shit kind of guy myself. I'm a lower level shitter. Excuse me. The blues. You have more arrows, and it's all golden and shiny. Dude, the sunken cost fallacy is hitting me real bad right now. But in all fairness, I'm kind of being enabled because it's working so far. We are just kind of farting these things out constantly, the arrows. Like, we're just spewing the ice arrows constantly. Yeah, it's pretty much not stopping. Pretty much not stopping. Like, it speeds up and it slows down. But yet the ice arrows are always popping off. And it is keeping us alive. Dodge chance goes up. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a shabby idea. Put that right... we already had some dodge chance. Yeah, that one's up to 4. So, presuming that is additive, I'm guessing it is. That means, yeah, 10% right now on top of whatever innate dodge chance our guy had. Although, if our guy's like a standard warrior, he's probably not much of a dodger. He probably had like, he probably has like an innate built-in armor. If there was a rogue character or a thief character, they would probably have an innate dodge thingy. Avalanche goes up by a whole bunch of damage. Yeah, sure. That's the big ice ball, and that's the one where I'm just like, I don't know if that's quite as good as I want it to be. It seems like it pops off in a random direction instead of being one that I can direct. That being said, again, despite not being super confident in some aspects of this build, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. We're hanging on there. We haven't had any like oh dear god, like scary moments. We're also not like amazing. We're not like, oh my, like indestructible. But there's something scary over here. And by scary, I mean lady with big bow, and I cannot lie. she's almost assuredly immune to any sort of status effect thingies. Ooh, that's fancy. Good to know that that's how that works. Good to know. Alright, alright. It's all about range. I'm doing peanuts for damage right now. My damage is pretty minimal compared to how we were doing last time. And how much damage I'm not doing right now. I can make the avalanche cooldown better. I could do a whole bunch more of these things. Let's do a whole bunch more of these things. Summon some creatures. Now they're dead. The good news is... Oh, I was about to say the good news is I'm doing an okay job of not getting damaged, and then I got damaged. Who could have foreseen this? Pretty much whenever she initiates an attack, I should just dodge. Is she doing the thing? She's doing the thing. Okay. Basically free damage at this point. And she's standing still like that. I would have taken a hit there. I think I'm slowly losing health. Which is to say I'm not doing enough damage to damage past the heal over time. Or to get the heal over time, rather. Unfortunately, this is putting me in a weird position. Also, this is making us take a really long time for this boss battle. Which is going to limit our ability to, like, do really good the next round. Almost at the half health mark. Did this part. And bad guys are spawning, which is a little bit weird. Actually, it might be a good thing, because that would allow me to build back up my healing. Actually, kind of like that the game gets impatient. It says, all right. You gotta, like, get the ball rolling. Also, I need you to get out of that part. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, dodge out of here so I can, like, yank around. God, but now the game is getting very hard to tell what's happening. I don't know if they're dropping experience. I think they are. Yeah, they are dropping some experience. But my main thing is getting more of just more things to fight and more things to kill so I can get my damage over time built back up. Or, I'm sorry, heal over time. Cold damage or damage. Not a huge difference. But 22 versus 20. I mean, sure, by the numbers, the 22 is probably a little bit more. And we've invested almost exclusively into cold, so, I mean, the only thing really is our standard melee, obviously. 44? Quite good. Quite good. Where the fuck am I? Okay, there. I was like, oh god, what's happening? I'm getting shit on a little bit, I think, but boy, there's a lot of numbers on the screen. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. All right, here's the lady. Oh boy, yeah, it's hard to tell what's happening. Oh boy, I'm struggling now. I'm just struggling visually. More of the orbit thing. Yes, that sounds good. Oh, we're doing this part. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Oh, I think I'm almost dead. Oh god. Ran out of dodges. Whew, scary. So the multiplier could make that one. I should use the 100. If there's no health regen, obviously. I might just... I went for that one. I'm gonna play defensive for a bit, so I can... just kill shit for a bit. See, the second I throw myself into the boss battle... Oh, fuck. The second I throw myself in the boss battle, I'm susceptible to the DO... Oh, there it is. I'm susceptible to the AoEs, yeah. Yeah, our damage just wasn't able to cut it. The ice arrows actually were our biggest damage dealer, believe it or not. Believe it or not, the ice arrows were the biggest damage dealer, which makes me feel a little better because we were investing a lot of money into them, or a lot of resources into them. Axo was pretty cool. Arctic Assault we only sort of at the end started to level into. Same with the Frost Robots. So I'm not too sad that those didn't proc as well. The Leviathan Axe though is the one I think I was most excited about. So. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised it didn't overtake the ice arrow, but still, no, that was still worthwhile. Didn't unlock any new characters. We did get a few points to spend. Beast Enjoyer one, or of course just more max health. Or armor would be good. Range of the Whirlwind. Thorns thing. The sword, yeah, sword damage. Yeah, maybe like investing into stuff that is just all about the starting equipment and your melee attack is less worth. Maybe that's less worth. The Sonic Boom sounds kind of cool because yeah, like after a certain point, if you've got a decent run going, it's not gonna be as sexy. The sword stuff is not gonna be as sexy. The cool shit that you're getting, the other abilities, the other spells will overtake any sort of like sword things. So maybe I should invest more towards things like more armor, which are always helpful. That actually, this sounds kind of cool. That sounds kind of cool. I don't really know if I care as much about the damage, but knocking back enemies would be helpful for dealing with crowd control. Size of the thorns eventually. Just by 2% for every 1 armor you have. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, that would encourage me more to do more armory things. An extra life once. Kind of cool. Friendly raid party appears to aid you. Interesting. Cool. 5% from missing health after killing. That's kind of cool too. That's a fair point. If we do lean specifically into physical, then this helps, and that gets like really tasty. Sword damage. I don't know if that means physical damage or just our melee attack. I guess that's why I'm like a little bit hesitant. Because sword damage, I don't know if that means like all physical. These do seem pretty cool though. But I guess that's the thing though, if you're investing into physical, it is helping these along. The sword training, the sonic boom. So these might not feed physical damage, but physical damage does feed these, yeah. Yeah, usually it's pretty, yeah, I think you're right, Elgaso, and that would make sense. That would make sense, yeah. We'll stick with this for now. I might switch it up a little bit. Yeah, was there anything else that I did? Yeah, the enemy spawn amount was definitely a lot. The more health was a lot too. The reroll cost was actually pretty chill, all things considered. We were still kind of popping off with that, so I'll leave that the way it is right now. Let's dematerialize. Gain items from dematerializing. What do you gain? Gain these items. What are these items? So if you send it back to the wood chipper, you gain something. Gain these items. Yeah, but what are these? What are these? Can't build any of these just yet. These items. Yeah, I wonder if it's some part of the UI that hasn't been fully finalized yet. There. I'm assuming it's, you know, it's safe that it's a safe assumption that these are all good. I should like definitely go for them. Cause I'm just like, yeah, grab that one, grab that. I'm not looking at what I'm choosing. I'm just, you know, slapping them together. What's such an odd shape? Stick with it for now. No new characters yet. Let's jump back into that ice level again. I've got it. We'll try. Oh, hold on. Before I do that, the ice arrow is something. Leviathan Extra was something. So yeah. So I'm thinking that yeah, if we don't know what the combinations are yet, but there's like the potential. There's like the potential for some really cool shit involving these. I don't know if I'm gonna go ice again necessarily. Actually, this might inform what I should lean towards. Range damage as well. Ignite chance. Is this based on like rotation or something? No, okay. Like it's the same rune, but different flavor, different upgrades are being applied. Lagoose. Chance. Yeah. Not sure why that is. Not a bad thing. Explosive, summons, explosive, aura, dodge. So nothing that says, oh, better for cold, better for fire. Just general kind of tertiary bonuses. Back there again. Gonna grab, actually, how's about this? I'm gonna grab my water, but I also need to use the restroom, so give me a... Guys, swinging already. I'm about to start swinging. It's so quiet. It's so, like, quaint and chill when you're in this kind of situation, as opposed to how it was at the end of the previous run, where it was just smothered with bullshit. Physical, Spear the Elder, Shattering of the Ground. Yeah, the Valkyrie's one I was pretty disappointed by. Random target, throw a spear at a random target. When collecting the spear, you swing it around. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, fried chicken stand in the bathroom. That's right. That's right. Fried chicken in there, boy? That's me. When you collect the spear, you do a little swirly gigs. Little swirly lads. Attack reduces the cooldown of a random ability. Which is to say, if you do a lot of it... So that would mean attack speed. If I'm understanding this right, attack speed makes a random ability a little bit faster. The more attack speed makes you pretty disgusting. Potentially. Yes, you know what? I'll go for this. And also, there's a character that we haven't unlocked yet that gives you... that you unlock by getting your base attack speed up to 200%. So maybe we should say, yes, this is the run where I'm going to, like, attempt this. I'm going to try to get to a... Oh, I took a damage there. I'm going to try to get to that thing where we're able to get that character. That character unlocked. So Hammers of the Righteous, we know that shit pops. We know that shit's amazing. Call Hugin and Munin. Damage enemies around you. Fire tornadoes. Hugin and Munin, and then fire tornadoes. Ranged summons. There's no cooldown. Are they just there? Like, I gotta try this one just because I'm kind of curious. They're birds. So they're a summon, which means they're just vibing. Yeah, they don't like despawn, I guess. Oh my god, I keep getting shit on. Good chance, ignite chance, physical damage. Yeah, physical damage is probably a good idea. That one. Bloop. The spear thing is damage and knockback enemy. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of cool. It's not amazing though, is the thing. It's just all right. Odin's Ravens. Ah, okay. Thank you. Because yeah, I'm extremely bad about knowing really jack dick about Norse mythology. There's plenty I don't know. Another summon, Firewolf's Fury. Yeah, it's either that or the Leviathan. You know what? The Leviathan X throw was pretty dope. Maybe I should go in on summons though. I haven't seen summon damage as a pickupable upgrade. We did see summon damage as an upgrade in the rune arrangements with those, like, the secondary bonuses. I could re-roll. I feel like I should go for another cool yeah, I might just go for Hammers of the Righteous. Fiery Volcanoes. Persistent aura around you that inflicts damage and ignites enemies. Hammers of the Righteous was so good last time, man. And by last time, I mean 2 times ago. I very much want to mix it up and try variety and not just do the same shit over and over again, but at the same time, that shit was so fire. So fire. Welcome back, Pelican. Was it, yeah, was it not behaving in a certain way? Was it, like, doing weird shit? Because, yeah, that is how it goes in my experience as well. The frustrating thing about AI is that, well, there's a lot of frustrating things about AI. A lot of frustrating things about AI. But one thing that is starting to become more and more prevalent, and those of us in the software world, is you're starting to get more managers and more business owners who are like, damn, AI is the future. I'm going to require like our entire teams to like use that with our software development. And like, if you're not using AI, then you're like looked down upon, or you're, you know, less likely to get promoted, that kind of thing. It's like, you know, like this full-throated, like very enthusiastic, like not even embracing it, but forcing it on your teammates, on the teams that you manage, that kind of shit. Mercifully, my employer is not doing that right now. Who knows it's gonna stay that way, but yeah, it's like, it's stupid to me. I think, obviously this is my just personal opinion, but I think it's stupid to like force, to like, not even, maybe force is a heavy-handed word for it, but do more than nudge employees to like build that into their work. What's the word I'm looking for? Their workflow. You know, their standard workflow for especially for software developers, writing code, that kind of thing. Because the reality is that yes, AI can speed up some things, but it can also horribly slow down a bunch of other shit. So forcing it just seems like a fool's errand. More physical damage, sure. Fucking do it, baby. Let's fucking do it. So yeah, so that kind of thing has happened to some of my friends, where yeah, their employers are being like, wow, let's just make this the required thing. I ate 20 golden apples and I got an achievement. Let's make this a required thing. Let's not just encourage it, but if you're not using AI, we're gonna like, you know, be a shitter about it. So, which is to say, like, oh yeah, like recognizing like there's the potential that it can speed up certain things and make certain things easier. So it's like, sure, I get that, but it just feels heavy-handed. Feels heavy-handed and silly. Might do a reroll. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. I don't know how much damage they're doing. It was one of those, Pelican. Yeah, you gotta pony up the cash for the premium. That's right. Yeah, corporate use of AI sucks, but yeah, I'm with you, Pelican. I'm with you. Why do they not learn? Yeah, again, it's obviously not all software development firms are going this way. Mercifully, my employer is not. And there's others that recognize that, yes, for some people it's great, for others not so much. And for a lot of them, there are, you know, security risks where if you're working on something that's valuable to the company or has what if you're on a government contractor shit, you know, hopefully your peer reviews are robust and you're not like injecting vulnerabilities into your code, because let's be real, when it comes to any sort of AI learnable language model, is that the LLMs, it's learning from other data sets and other inputs from other, you know, other blobs of data. So hopefully the code you're training the LLM on is really good, and if it's not, then you're putting in garbage, you're gonna get out garbage. Don't want to reroll. Probably not just yet. Let's juice this guy up a little bit. Probably shouldn't just reroll. Ooh boy, that was a little scary. Quite just yet. I was gonna say a couple more things up here. That one, more armor for Alex, and then more damage for Alex. I like it. More for Thor. No, more for Alex. Armor wouldn't be bad. Bleed chance, increased physical damage. Only 8%. That's for babies. I'll take it. You know what? Maybe I should take the armor. 4%. Let's take the armor. Boop. Polar bears are a little scurry. A little scurry. Munch. Ouch. Relying a lot on that dash. I'm not as spoiled as I was previously. Get that movement upgrade, movement speed upgrade. Giants Tiefers. Random enemies get pierced with the spears. Slow moving electric pulse towards your cursor's position. Reroll. Throw this thing in a random direction. And Bloodveil is so unexciting. Man. Man, they really want me to take this one. Damn, alright, you're right, you got me. 45%, alright, I can't really ignore that. At least, like, early on, it makes sense. It feels like a not very exciting thing to upgrade early on, or for the later game, but the early on game, sure. For physical damage, sure. All physical damage and a little bit of armor. Weird thing is kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. We got a lot more of the blue boys, which is nice. Like, I want something else that's physical. I mean, that's cool. Didn't love that one. Magmasphere is kind of hot. There might not be any more physical abilities. We might be maxed out on physical abilities that can pop up. Except for dagger throw. Sure. Make them bleed. Make them bleed. Got some of the golden fellers. We'll have one more ability slot. Can I say I'm a slotty kind of guy? Health regen. Armor. Yeah, more armor. Left for a bit. See if there's any other shrines that I missed along the way. Shrines we have wasted on the way. Ooh. Damage. Didn't feel good. Didn't like that. Didn't feel great. Getting damage hurts. What a concept. Who knew that would actually cause pain? Who knew that losing health would be painful? Literally no way to predict this. Many such cases. Shattering ground. I never did take that earlier. I'll take it now. So that completes the set. We have all of the slots taken. Now it's just a matter of leveling up what we have. If we feel so inclined, that is. Ooh boy, I'm getting shit on. Armor is good. Armor is good, and I'm so far only able to rely on the golden boys. Oh boy. This thing that'll give me some level ups. We'll reroll. Health regen +3. I've yet to try health regen. I'll go for it. I'm not sure health regen is like amazing necessarily. I'll try it. We're able to afford more rerolls now. Ooh. Shattering Ground and Spear of the Elder. So, really nice cooldown and giganto damage increase. Can't I just take both? I'll take this one. Lightning abilities, that's not going to affect us here. Damage +10, just overall damage. Let's see. I'll have to put something smexy here. I'm sorry. Actually, smexy here specifically. Gotta be a 3-pointer. 3-pointer or bust. I realize now I've kind of written myself into a corner with this thing. Gotta be a 3-pointer here. So yeah, damage 10. Sure, it's fine. Get the spear nice and sexy. Yes. Quicker spears. Max speed. Oh, I see the icon is a little bit different. Yeah. Oh, except attack. Oh, wait, no, that we were saying right. Attack speed is what I was kind of wanting to go for. Because attack speed will help us to unlock that other guy. Or gal. I shouldn't assume. You don't know what it's going to be. Don't assume these things, Alex. You want to be progressive and considerate. We're slowly getting health back, but that health regen is pretty slow. I'm not sure what the 3 really indicates. It's definitely not 3 like per second. But it's 2 more than a +1 would be. So it's definitely better. 5-minute mark, by the way, which means we're gonna have a level up and the kinds of shit that they're gonna throw at us. We're gonna get lots of the balls. And the health steal would be really cool right about now. That health steal would be really neat. Make me feel like a big, strong, big penis man. Hammers get good? Yeah. Like those hammers. Like them a lot. They carried my ass. With our one dub round that we had. I'm not above being carried. Not in the slightest. The blobby boys seem a little bit slower to attack. But I feel like I'm dealing with this a lot better. Or dashes. Instant retribution. Damage dealing status effects no longer deal damage over time, but deal total damage instantly. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. But I don't know. We do bleeding sometimes. We do bleeding sometimes. I think I'll just take more dashes. Attack speed would be neato. Put it right there. I'll complete that guy. So now some things will go a little bit faster, randomly. Got achievement for unlocking a character. Really? Wait, excuse me? Excuse me? Didn't it say 200% attack speed? Attack speed is 31%. Maybe... Huh. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe... Hold on. Oh, okay. The Seer... Okay, I got excited. It was... Yeah, it's called the Seer. I got excited thinking, oh, was that one of the characters? I don't think it is. The Seer... It's probably like a station at the base. Yeah, the blood sacrifice, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Huntress and... Yeah, I can't remember. There was one that was like, yeah, applying a bunch of different status effects. To... Excuse me. A bunch of different status effects to one dude. Actually, we have no bleed chance. Oh, although the daggers cause bleed. Yeah. Well, making enemy bleeds. I'm not sure how guaranteed it is. And we'll see. We'll see when it gets down to it, when we get into the post-game results screen, but I don't think that's a class of character. I think it's something else. Ooh, got slapped around a little bit there. Slippy slapped. Oh, I'm getting slippy slapped. Yep. We're getting these fellers. I appreciate when I'm getting shit on a lot that the golden apples start spawning with more regularity. More spears, please. Yes. The good news is things are spawning pretty often, and I have a lot of dashes. Dashing through the snow and a one horse. Well, and there's a lot of slaying. Not a lot of horses, but a lot of slaying for sure. It's like I'm saying a lot of slang. No, a lot of slaying. Ooh, boy. You know, backpedaling for a good bajillion years is what it felt like there. Health regen, max health. I'm gonna reroll. We have a lot of stuff now. Bleed chance, max health, chill chance. I could juice something up. 8 armor. Armor is kind of tempting. I want to. That would bring it up to 1.5. So if it rounds down, it's 4. If it rounds up, it's 5. Armor is probably a wise choice. It's probably a good one. Armor right there. Ooh, I shouldn't have put myself there. What am I doing? What am I doing? What is he doing, baby girl? Ouch. Whenever I take damage like that, I'm trying to keep an eye on the map to see if the golden bears will heal it. Will spawn? Give me something to snack up on. Really good. That's a really good reroll. It's a really fast reroll. I like that a lot. Love that for us. Ooh boy. Don't love getting shit like that though. Not that part I don't love as much. Oh boy. So hard, especially with that many enemies on screen. It's so hard to not just bumble into those red circles that are scary and painful and scary. And also they don't feel good. And also they're scary. Whew. That's perhaps my least favorite enemy archetype of this biome. But I think it's the dudes that look like little icicle fellows, frosticles, testicles. More dashes wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Already have a +2. I'm relying a lot on dashes, for better or for worse. It is that I will confess that is a thing I'm leaning pretty heavily into. Surprised that the golden one is also a +2. I was hoping it'd be a +3. It's the golden and purple are, it's just to say the tier 1 and the tier 2 and 3 are identical. A little disappointing. It'd be nice if the dashes replenish a little bit faster. That's one factor I'm being forced to reckon with which I'm being forced to reckon. Ouch. that. So that one of the bonus snackies. That's actually kind of cool. When you're at full health, your guy will not pick up the health refills. Because it started to go towards me, but then I got full health, and my guy was like, I don't want it. Get that shit out of here. And now my guy says, you know what? I want that shit. Never mind. I'm gonna snag this, and then I'm gonna go for this other guy up here. I can spend the money to reroll. Ooh. I mean, that one is a little bit tempting. I think I'll go with that one, though. Take 1 damage per second, but oh, man. It's so predictable. It's so predictable, but how could I not? It's so good. So good. So it puts me there, yeah. I want to leave this open. Actually, no, I don't, because health regen... Yeah, I'm not sure if the bonuses would be that sexy for that one. Our layout isn't quite as sexy as previous ones. Yes. We need 6. I'll place it right there. We'll get that one pretty soon. Yeah, I feel like this isn't as generous. Our arrangement isn't as alluring as the previous one was. More daggers, please. Pretty good. Ignite. Physical damage. Our guys, yeah, we're pretty much all physical at this point, so let's get physical. Let me hear your body talk. I want to hear you shit. No, that's not what that means. What if that is what that meant? What if that is what she meant by that? Let me hear your body talk. What if she really meant? Yeah, I want to hear. Let me hear that ass fart. Let me hear that shit do its thing. I love a man with a loud ass. Probably not. She would never. More armor. And yeah, once again, in this instance, more damage means better healing, but also more armor. If we've got all right armor, 10%. Yeah, let's fucking go for it. Let's fucking go for it. That activates the damage steal. It will not be enough to, I don't think, to let me be a complete stupid head, but it will definitely help. I think it will help. I think we'll be able to out-heal a lot of that damage. Having said, I did take a couple of sort of gnarly hits, and I'm feeling a bit of a squeeze. The cockles of my intestines. Like something is squeezing. Is it my colon? Hard to say. Woo! Big ol' Yeti boys, get their asses. Get their asses. Ouch. Ooh, that's a lot of numbers. Ooh, that's a lot of shit. That's a lot of shit. Wow, that's a lot of shit. A lot of shit. A lot of frozen shit. Also, my movement speed is still kind of kludgy. My movement speed is yet to be excited at all. Sounds like fapping. I mean, what do you think my other hand is doing? This is a game where you can very easily play with one hand. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea where I'm like re-rolling until I get like shinies, like purple or better. That one's kind of cool. Better cooldown. Better cooldown is tempting. Problem is, some of these abilities, it's kind of hard to tell when they proc. Like, the spear is pretty obvious. But that ground pound one, I think that's when the rocks appear like that. I think that's the ground pound. I think that's what's causing those rock circles to pop up. Oof. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. More dashes. More armor. I'll take more dashes, but I think we're probably good on dashes for a bit. I've got like... Actually, hold up. How many dashes do I have? It probably even tells me. I have 10 dashes. That's a lot of dashes. Yeah, we be dashing through that snow and a one host open and say, "Oh, it's you, lady." See, oh, that was very slippery. The ice is very slippery. So is my damage any better than last time? Yes. Yes, it is. Not that much better, but it is better. I have have a lot more dodges. Dodges? Dang old dodges. Dodge old dodges. Yeah, our damage is better, no question. No question. We're doing more DPS. Which is a little bit surprising. Like, I haven't, like, gotten as many levels this time around. And I feel like my web is not as efficient and isn't as, like, exciting. There's not as much, like, interesting shit going on with my web. And yet... Yep, the progress in the health bar doesn't lie. It's not great, though. I think at 12 minutes is when the game says, alright, you waited long enough. Maybe not you waited, but you took long enough. We're gonna start spawning some dudes. Okay, good. Good news is we're at the halfway mark. So if it is at the 12-minute mark, then we'll have more opportunities. Little cheeky level. Yes, yeah, because there's a dash button. This is now a Soulsborne game. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's that simple. More damage for the hammers. Yeah, those hammers are, I think, probably carrying me. And maybe that's the difference. Why is this run going so much better? Well, maybe not so much better, but going better than the last run? It might be exclusively because of the hammers. They might be that disgusting. They might be that OP. Ouch. Stand right here. Hang on. Bad guys are spawning. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. There's a lot of bad guys, yes. But she doesn't have nearly as much health she did last time. Oh, I'm dead. I got to 0 health. I was dead. I was not alive anymore. I looked down, I saw the number 0. I was actually dead. Remember when I was like, nah, we can handle it, boys. And then I didn't handle it. And then I did not handle it. I was like, we can take care of this. It's fine. This biome might just be a little bit harder, honestly, compared to the first one. Hammers were killing it. No surprise there. Daggers weren't very exciting. Well, I wouldn't expect thorns to do much. It's kind of just like bonus damage. We didn't invest into the thorns. Daggers didn't do very well. Shattering ground didn't do much. These guys did pretty good. The spear was pretty good too. Spear and the hammer. Those were the big boys. Them's were the big boys. So I did get a new character, the Curse Weaver. Or wait, no, the Seer with Curse Weaver, right? Its touch spreads malaise, bending the will and blighting the spirit of all its curses, rather. So does that mean? Oh, this applies to all characters. Good to know. Good to know. And none of these things more melee damage. Oh, this guy, I don't know if he's gonna be much of a melee guy, but sure. Can I remove that? Yeah, put that back actually. Ooh, increased collection radius. I like that. I like that a lot. We'd love that for us. For now, yeah. We'll probably eventually, maybe even sooner than eventually, get to the point where we'll have stuff that we can't fit, that we would rather have. So right now, we're just grabbing anything we can find and slapping it in, but eventually we'll find better stuff. I want to switch out. Good to know that applies to all characters. This is character specific, which makes sense. So we know Leviathan Axe Throw and Dagger Throw could potentially be good. Leviathan Axe Throw is quite good. Daggers seem just kind of okay. I know about this one as well. Loki's Electric Mirage and Amber Axe. Otherwise, nothing new. Oh wait, no, Shattered Ground was something we didn't know was part of a fusion. I might lower enemy health. And maybe 1 tick of enemy spawn amount. Because this is a level 1 character. I want to give this guy a fighting chance. And you know what? To that angle, maybe I should just go... I should, like, do another one of these at Midgard. Since he's level 1. It seems like Midgard is... I thought that was a dead guy. That was just a dead dude on the ground in front of me. Yeah, it seems like... Oh, it's a homing attack. Seems like the Midgard area is just a little bit easier, honestly. But maybe I feel that way because you know, we've introduced the blood sacrifices. The little range shots are interesting. Very interesting. Flurry of knives. So that would mean I would be encouraged to go in on a cold again. Ice damage again. We haven't done a fire build. Well, no, that's not true. We did some fire. We didn't do all fire, though. We kind of did fire and physical. And maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe having, like, 2 damage types is reasonable versus, like, focusing on one element. I got a good feeling about this one. Let's go over this one. Oh, yeah. Armor. Yeah. Yeah, armor sounds nice. What the purple bar that I'm filling up does. See that little purple, that little perp bar? See that perp bar? There's something that tells me what that guy does. Trap. No mention of the little purple fella. I guess we'll find out soon enough. First, I have an inventory. I don't know what the inventory does. We've yet to find stuff that goes into the inventory. First weave. Can you tell me what it does? I mean, it's obviously it's a healing attack. Or healing. Oh, homing attack, not healing. It anti-heals. It anti-heals the bad guys. Physical. So Magmasphere, you know, Magmasphere did pretty good last time. Yeah, I'll take Magmasphere again. Let's go in on fire, I suppose. We're firing it up. With the fire and the flames, we carry on. It's weird because I thought it said to unlock this guy, apply 4 or more statuses simultaneously to a bad guy. But we got that last round. We have the... We know that we were definitely applying bleeding. And we were probably applying stun. Stunned was probably something. There was maybe also an ignite that happened with something just built in. Maybe. Like, I only knew really about stun and bleeding, so I'm not sure what else we were doing that was applying some kind of status. You see your attack speed. That's pretty cool. Speaking of attack speed. Pretty good. That's... Ooh. Pretty good. Yeah. There's no real downside for this one. It's pretty cheap. 5 is not bad. I think I will grab that one. And I once again, I think I'll try, if possible, I'll try to go for the attack speed one again. I was kind of like soft trying for the attack speed one earlier. Oh, it's a potion. Oh, you throw a potion down and you can pick it up to heal yourself. That's really cool. A nice get out of jail free card. Well, maybe not get out of jail, but help you get out of jail. Maybe not get out of jail free card. Get out of jail at a discount card. How's that sound? So to that end... Yeah, that one does. We never did try this one out. That one does sound cool. But yeah, maybe I should do fire and something else. That's pop. I like that. I've got 3 chosen. Maybe I should do 2. Maybe lightning. Critical strikes have 5% chance to trigger a random ability. Interesting. That'd be if I'm doing a lot of crits. I don't know if I necessarily am. I want to actually, nah. Let's reroll. Let's reroll. None of those are very good. Attack speed. Yo, attack speed. Perfect. Perfecto. And it would also go ahead and start this thing off, which is nice. You know what? Let's think about that, though. Every enemy alive that is inflicted with the status. It doesn't necessarily have to be multiple statuses. As long as we're inflicting a status. I mean, yes, of course, if we're doing Frozen and Ignite, or if we're doing Ignite and Shocked, yeah, obviously that is it spreads the love, but we don't necessarily have to take it that direction. I'm gonna hold off on the potion. We don't need it right now. We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. Oh, that's actually positivity. We don't need it for now. I don't know if it goes away. Be cool if it didn't. If it stuck around. Really be very cash money of them if it did stick around. Be that attack speed? Yes. Yes. I was just saying how much I wanted that attack speed. That's just what I wanted. And our basic attack is pretty cool. I'm liking this guy's basic attack. Max health, I like that too. Love that for us. damage modifier. Yes, yes, we'll take it. I picked up the health by accident. That's fine, though. First Weaver could get leveled up if need be. I want to do the lightning thing. That one just does, yeah, it doesn't say like cause, and maybe I shouldn't worry so much about the attack speed thing. Like, it's a nice bonus. Exploding on impact. I do love explosions. It doesn't say explosion damage. It says it's range, says it's lightning, obviously. I should just reroll. Yeah, maybe I should just reroll. Maybe I shouldn't get too silly. Too excited. Leviathan was pretty cool. Leviathan was getting good. I'm running low. Okay, here we go. I can do something. A couple things that are fiery. Fiery volcano sounds cool. Heal for 1% of the damage dealt. Not a lot of damage. Not a lot of damage, so it's like heal 1% of the damage dealt. Every 6 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, that being said, this cooldown is disgusting. 11 is rough. 11 seconds, and of course that gets better. Yeah, let's go and go for this one. I mean, the good news is, at least right now, we have a pretty nice system that helps us heal back up these potions. But not sure how reliable it's going to be at the end of the day. 5 on attack speed. You can afford some rerolls. Don't stand still. Yeah, to me, that's a just don't stand still kind of thing. 100% increased damage. Ooh, attack speed, though. Now we know how this works a little bit better. Take 100% increased damage while standing still. To me, the answer is just don't stand still. Don't stand still, yeah. Takes 10 to make it happen. We have to stack a lot of, like, expensive boys around. Oh, yeah, I'd probably put it here. A shame because this one's already taken up. I guess I could put it here, but then you're missing the top space, so no matter how you slice it, putting it here gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Putting it here gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so no matter how you slice it. Or I could do attack speed. 100%. Is that just doubles your, I'm assuming, all damage. And whereas attack speed is just for the basic. Yeah, I think the answer is clear. So, and it'll take us a while for us to reap the benefits. The benefits shall be ours. Shall be ours for the taking. I went to the blue boys. Raise up the fiery rune. I've got room for one more thing. At least could go for the damage. You have so many rerolls. But that's purple. That's purple. That's really sexy. But this locks us in. We're locked in. All fire. All fire, all... Oh, here we go. Fancy legoos. Potion, yeah. I'm really curious if it despawns. I missed a shrine earlier. What was I doing? Missing them as shrines? They'll be so sad that I missed them. They'll be so sad. Might reroll. Attack speed. I'll take the attack speed, yeah. We want attack speed. I'm kind of curious. It is right now... 50%, you know, not bad. What, I think it needs to get to 200%. 100% attack speed is what we're going for. The stabbies we're doing. It feels pretty quick on his feet, by the way. On his footsies. They move speed? Oh no, movement speed has no benefit. Yet I just feel like we're cooking. Maybe the enemies in this biome are just slower. I feel like I was struggling a lot more by this point in the, oh, okay. Now these guys start cracking in here. Not sure what it was. We saw them for a brief moment. Ooh, fancy. Yeah. Yeah. Molten trap. Make it good. Make it more damaging. Where's that thing? That thing's still there. Yeah, I think the potions don't despawn. As far as I can tell. Bit of damage. I felt that screen shake. That is the one nice thing. I know not everybody loves screen shake, but in this instance, it's actually kind of nice. It's easy to miss when you're getting slapped. Literally the node cannot be used right now, at least. Ooh, Ignite Chance. Ignite Chance would be helpful in a lot of ways. Ignite Chance would be helpful in a lot of ways. Yeah, that's actually quite good. It's just closer towards this thing, yes. Yeah. One thing letting bad guys on fire is good. We have all fire things, so that's great too. And then also, if as bad guys are on fire, our attack speed goes up temporarily. Pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I'll go ahead and snaggle that. Snaggle to that. Yes. Yes. All the balls. Yes. Gives you attack speed when you deal physical damage. Ooh. Wow. That'd be tasty. That sounds especially delicious. Magically delicious, even. Ooh. No more rerolls. No more rerolls. Blue is a little bit better. That's 2 things here. Yeah, Fiery Wound, that is a pretty good explosion. That's a pretty good one. Little chance to attack. There's attack speed again. Yeah, I realize we're kind of maybe inefficiently like chipping away towards the attack speed goal in this manner. It's like it's maybe not the most efficient way to do it, but it is gonna be something. That is a cool on the Giant's Tooth. What's that one? That's the one that it erupts. That's not very exciting. A little exciting. You know what? Since we're investing into the curse, the attack speed at least, leveling up the Curse Weaver does make me feel a little better. Fire damage. I'm tempted to reroll. Dodge chance. Attack speed. Sure, I guess it's fine. I'll pop that one right here. Inbound Leech, yes. Make that one a little bit sexier. Because that, of course, gives us more healing. Neither of those help us. We could raise the Ignite Chance up a little bit. There's another attack speed. I could re-roll. We could raise the Ignite Chance up to 4.5%. I don't know if it's that worth. Is that worth a slot on its own? Probably not. Probably not, yeah. Let's reroll. More armor wouldn't be a bad idea. Of course, I haven't taken the thing that says that steals health. We're stealing health through other means, of course. Ooh, wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Another 3 further, and we'll get the 100% damage increase. Unless we don't stand still. And again, like, we're not much of a standing still kind of guy. We're not a standing still kind of gamer right now. Get the fancy rune. Yes, please. There's a potion up there we haven't snagged yet. Full health. Yes, love to see it. Love to see it. That guy ate shit. Love to see that as well. 69 health restore. You're too kind, game. 69. That is so nice. So nice of them, game. Very generous of them. Yeah, that's blue. Can I get like a purple or better though? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes. Most of the times, even I kind of turn up my nose at leveling up the basic ability, but now that like Ogasso was pointing out, the attack speed thing is probably only for that, since I'm finding that I'm like organically nudging, maybe not organically, I'm nudging myself to go more and more towards the attack speed thing, because we're almost halfway to the goal for 91% attack speed. The temptation is real. It was pretty nice. I was pretty happy about that. I was pretty happy about that one. Ignite Chance, which does help us as well. Ignite Chance does help us. So we'll let go towards this one as well. One more, really anything. We've gotten that ability locked in, which is pretty sweet. All the mushrooms. All well, so many mushroom fellers. They're quick on their feet, but their attack itself is pretty not concerning. It's nice. Heal is pretty good. The healing over time is pretty good. About to get better, of course, when we get that 100% bonus to damage that presumably is to all of our damage, which includes the one that does that tether attack, that slurps, the big slurp. Lots of stabbies, lots of little stabby boys. Would not complain if there were more pickup range upgrades eventually. We just have the one right now that is kind of built into the runes that we've been slurping and glurping. 3% chance to reduce the remaining cooldown. Physical attacks. I don't think we have any physical. Fire damage. Sure. Let's put it right there. Got it. Big damage. So if we take a look, I'm kind of curious. It just says damage 15. Increased damage 0. Oh, I'm the world's biggest stupid idiot. You know what I just realized? Why did it take me so long to realize this? You gain 100% increased damage, and also you take the increased damage. It is both of those things when you're standing still. I misread that. I misunderstood the assignment. I thought what they meant was get the damage, but if you stand still, you're vulnerable. I thought that meant, yeah, just keep moving. You get the damage, and if you keep moving, you will not be punished. What I think this means is, no. When you stand still, you become a glass cannon. When you stand still, shit will be scary, and you'll deal damage, but you'll get shit on. So, damn. Your boy fucked up. So if I stand still, there it is. We even see it in practice. I would have, had I not made that realization, I would have not made this investment. That was a very foolish choice. But you know what? Them's the breaks. This is how we learn. If I've demonstrated evidence that I don't play a lot of Vampire Survivors-esque games, there is yet another bit of evidence to suggest that, sure enough, Alex, I'm not just pretending to be a dumbass. I'm not just role-playing as a newbie. I am indeed a little shitter. Also, I'm out of reroll. Also, I didn't get anything sexy. I'm a little bit disappointed. Molten Trap sounds good. Yeah, Molten Trap's pretty good. Yeah, it goes to show that rerolling too heavily and holding out for like the good purples, the good goldens, it will not always play in that favor. Will not always play out. We're still doing okay. And again, this is, I think, an easier biome. I think by this point in the previous run, I'd really be struggling. Receive more physical damage. Well, we're not doing physical damage. Not really our thing. Or attack speed. No, we're still doing okay, even though that was, maybe a bit of a waste. I mean, if I do find myself wanting to stand still and just kill the shit out of things, it's great, but yeah, you would need, like, incredible damage, or healing over time, or health steal, or some other kind of thing that grants invulnerability for, like, some limited amount of time. So to just stand still in a game like this, you don't stand still in a Survivor's like. That's just a foolish errand. Fool's errand, even. A foolish and fool's errand. An errand for foolish fools. Like that tethering thing, like, it's great. There's just no way to be able to out-heal all the other shit that's happening. It does so little damage. Like, it did, like, half of the damage of a health bar. One of the little basic boys. Touch chance, ignite chance, damage plus 7. I'm gonna reroll. Shock, attack speed, armor. You can do better. Bleed chance. I don't think we're really doing much that has a bleed opportunity. Does increase damage for every active knot of power. Well, increase damage for every active knot of power. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming active means things placed. 13 though. 13. That would take some investing. That's an investment for our future, as we say. I place that, say, right here. 13. So 2. It's kind of not 2, 4. So yeah, if we had all 2s or 3s, it'll be okay. Not multipliers are, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're yeah, that's not a power, that's not a power. Yeah, they're the basic ones. They're the basic ones. Which could get really tasty. That kind of helps explain why it's such a 5% increased damage for every one of these. That would, like, if that just activated with nothing else on us right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So that'd be a 50% bonus, which is pretty enticing. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop that there. With the expectation that, yeah, we'll be able to do a couple more 2s and maybe even a few 3s to send us home. And I'm definitely not going to misread this one. I'm definitely not going to misunderstand the assignment. I've learned my foolhardy ways, baby. I'm going to read things closer. I'm going to be so smart. I'm going to be so proud of me. I shouldn't reroll too hard here because I will want more money for rerolls with the other bonus. Because yeah, it seems like it's every other level. Every other level is where it toggles between the level, the ability selections and the web selections. So, ooh, 150. Something that I could juice up. Ignite chance, fire damage. That one would be great. If this was just a little bit further down, that would be really cool. I could just put this here. I could just put this here and say, I'm going to get something real good and put it right there. Something real tasty is going right here. I don't know what it is yet, but something really delicious is going to get this fucking big ol' honkin' thing. Really good cooldown on the fiery runes. That's really nice. Damage 5. Hard to get excited about that one. I could juice up this too. I could say, yeah, juice whatever this is up real good here. Putting a lot of pressure on whatever this point is, but it could get really hot. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Magma Sphere, yes. Big balls. Big fiery balls. I made that joke last time. I'll make it again. That joke is evergreen. Joke does all the heavy lifting that my shitty, small, frail little body needs. A lot of investing for the future. Hopefully it'll all play out for us because we're putting a lot of eggs in that basket. A lot of eggs in that basket. We're hoping it'll all work out for us. And by us, I mean me. Alex. Alex Q Super Hopper. That's my name. Haven't any need for the golden apple thingies yet. Ooh, I see the red boys. I see them. I see those red circles. Health, dash fire. Time to hit some rerolls. I could get 1 billion days, so that'd be, what was that, 250%? That's like 8. That'd be like 11 dash. That'd be very funny. I need something like I just can't live without. Something that's just so delicious. That's just so delicious. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if our guy's much of a critter, honestly. A critter or a shitter. I should not put that there. As funny as that would be, I shouldn't do it. Nothing that good. Fire damage, yeah, sure. Fire damage it's great. Our guy's all about fire damage. That's perfect. It's just, I wanted something juicy. I wanted that, but purple or golden even. Like, give me something real nice. Again, I've invested heavily into this bushel of eggs, and I'm hoping will work. Or bushel of eggs. This basket of eggs, rather. When I say bushel, this basket of eggs. And I'm hoping will pay in dividends. Want another heal? Yeah, give me that heal. I'll take that heal. I'll take that fiery rune too. One trap though. Yeah, fire. It's too good. It's too good to pass up. Take that rune. If we've actually seen that rune before, might be a new one. Interesting how we didn't actually see the runes at all until we killed the boss that first time. Let's set the stage. Ooh, I'm getting shit on a little bit here. Little healsies. What if the attack speed also innately feeds the potions? Damage, there's 5%. Yeah, that one does sound kind of cool. The problem, of course, is that we're already, like, flying a little closer to the sun here. That's 4. That'd put us halfway there. We could start re-rolling. Once again, if I do my job right, I just don't take damage. Just don't take damage, Alex. It's that simple. We could put this one, like, up here, maybe. It's out of the way of this situation. We definitely want this. And I definitely want to, like, focus on it. We could do something where I, like, put this one here. Okay, that's not a good example. I put it here. So we step on this one a little bit, but we're... You know, that puts us halfway there. We have a... Actually, that's a problem, though. Actually, no, that wouldn't work, because we're already maxed out by that point. If I put this one here. Bad idea. So if I put this anywhere, I would put it probably here. Or maybe here. That gives you 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And we know these are going to be pretty good. 2, 4, 6 at least. 8 would do it. Yeah. I guess that's the answer. Man, more eggs. More eggs going in the basket of, like, we need some good shit here. We need some really cool stuff here. Hopefully I will not live to regret this. Oh, except I just realized... Yeah, there we go. Turn deselect. These two aren't connected. So yes, 2, 4, 6. Not 8. Not 2, 4, 6, 8. These two are not connected, so that spot wouldn't do it. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. This one would be a safer choice. And it's not as synergized necessarily with this one. But yeah, these two are going to be sexy. These two are going to be nice and juicy. Plump, juicy boys. So I think that is as good as a selection as I can hope for. Without stepping on anything else. Yeah. There's a lot of hope and expectation on that one. Got Jim. What's up, Jim? This guy. When will they do something with Morrowind? Well, I guess I don't know if they've really done much with Skyrim other than just re-releasing it. I guess with Skyrim, with like some of those re-releases. Ouch. There were re-releases where it's like, oh yeah, we've like, you know, maybe it's like higher resolution textures. Not really a remaster necessarily, but just a little bit nicer looking, a little bit prettier. Oof. Whereas, yeah, the Oblivion remaster is, yeah, very, very much a generous. Ooh, gotta get to that one. A tasty remaster in all the right ways. We should be able to kill this guy, I think. I'm feeling pretty confident. Not so sure about the second boss. The second boss is gonna be one of those where like we're gonna have to like be in a much more advantageous position to deal with the second boss. Both these get reduced by a pretty good amount in both cases, honestly. What combos with Gungnir? Which one is Gungnir? Is that the spear? I can't remember, honestly. So no, to answer your question, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so look at the compendium. You want me to whip out my compendium right here in front of all these people, Ogaso? There's children watching, man. Yeah, we can probably look at it during the game. Crap, or the runes? I think the runes are the explosive ones, and that explosive one is quite good. Quite good. Over that ocean, get a little healsies. That dash is quite dangerous. Quite. Ooh, that's also kind of dangerous. Whip! Just make the noise, or else it doesn't work. That's how it works. How these things go. And I think we learned that 12 minutes. It really is that you have 2 minutes to kill this guy before it spawns the big scaries. Well, and by big scaries, I mean the normal scaries. But you have to fight the normal scaries alongside the big scary, and that makes it even bigger and scarier. How it works. Infallible logic. Ouch. Beep. Beep. Oh, I tried to dodge. Oh, he's dead. Good. I never doubted it. Grab the runes. Right, and there's a couple potions left over. Nice of the bad guys to kind of wait while I beat the shit out of their boss. That was really nice, very generous of them to just kind of chill while I take a dump all over the face of their boss, and they just watch, and they're kind of excited by it. Got achievement for unlocking... Oh, they're unlocking the Huntress. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So... Gungnir. I guess we have no... known synergies with Gungnir. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. My apologies to any Norse mythology enthusiasts. The fourth one? Are you sure? The ice arrow? Unless it's something... yeah. Oh, unless like you found it online or something. You're saying... Wait, is the... Oh, you've been playing it. Oh, okay. I got you. I didn't realize you had this game. That's cool. I know you're a Survivors-like guy, though, for sure. You're a Survivors-like guy, much more so than myself. We must have done something very temporarily to raise this to 200%, because it's at 131 right now, which is good, but it's not 200. I think it has to be 200 for the Huntress. Not complaining, because we fucking got that shit. Fucking got that shit, hell yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it, I guess. I hope it's good. Did you buy it? Did you already have it like previously, or did you get it pretty recently? You've been playing it a whole bunch, then your brain. Give it to me. Give me your brain. Crit chance, crit strike chance, 2.9. Critical damage multiplier. 31 is pretty hot and tempting. We can make it stupid. We can make it stupid. But we would need to, like, raise our crit chance. I'll just put that there. We're saving that one for, like, a rainy day. We're saving that one for a really juicy one. Really, really juicy one that I just can't live without. Gotta say that. Awesome, man. Awesome. I'm glad you're jumping in as well. I'll go and grab that skull potion. I think that's like a carryover from Vampire Survivors. Heal is a normal purple along the center. Because that would provide for like convenient wisdom knot inclusions. Yeah, the purples that need the... Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. That is a very fair point. Punch chance. Yeah. Or dodging sounds great. It's like, do I want to put that there? And that 8% becomes a... 20%? No. Well... No, it would be... Well, yeah, about 20. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. I was kind of hoping to do like a... oh, yeah, let's make it like... But damage, fire damage. Like something sexy on there. But something to help with survivability is not the worst idea. And if that brings it up to about 20%... 8% goes to about 20%. That's 1/5 of all attacks dodged. 28%. Ow. Wow, wee wow. Is that on top of any other dodges? I don't think it is. Right now it's 34. So it was clearly this guy already had some kind of built-in dodge. So we're dodging 1/3 of all attacks incoming, which is pretty extraordinary. We're still gonna get hit, obviously. Like, it's not a bulletproof kind of thing, but still, it's quite good. There's probably some attacks that are also undodgeable, let's be real. But that's for survivability and defensive purposes. That is very, very, very good. Yeah, it's not as sexy as doing something that's offensive. That's kind of what I was nesting on that thing for, that one spot. But I went ahead and went for it. Bigger balls, yes. Yeah, look at the size of those balls. Oh my god. balls that big, I would never leave the house. I wouldn't be able to fit through the door. So now I'm encouraged to play a little bit more sloppy. I don't mean to be sloppy. I don't mean for an accidental sloppy. If I'm doing a sloppy, I want the sloppy to be intentional. We're doing all right, and we've taken a very noteworthy lack of damage. Has our move speed gone up at all? It does not. Movement speed still 0, dash is still 2. The dodge probably has procced a number of times by now. I feel like I've been trying to be schmoovin'. Yeah, big. Oh, look at that. That just cleaved through. Cleaved through the shit. Yeah, see, that's the kind of shit. Increased fire damage. That's what I was kind of waiting on. Although it's only a 2 for, I would have spent it on a 3 for, no question. Definitely would have put a 3 for on it. If you like it, put a 3 for on it. That's the lyric, right? Another 3 or a 2 and a 2 would do it here. And same thing here, a 3 or a 2 and a 2. Oh baby, these things that we've invested towards are nearing completion. And when they conclude, I will reach completion. So I'll be very happy. I'll be very excited. My excitement will be very appropriate Christian levels. Very wholesome. Which is to say it will involve someone's holes. Giant tooth. Never got that damage increase until now. A lot of dead things. A lot of things dying. And they get busy living, and you get busy dying. These dudes are getting real busy dying. Just slurp these up. Give me the T-Waz. Health regen. Zerker's Fury. I don't know if there's much more. Well, I say that. Oh, physical damage. Never mind. We don't do physical damage. We're not much of a physical damage kind of guy. It's like, listen. What do you think this is? Physical damage land, which is probably a real place. Reroll. Bleeding enemies. I don't think we're causing bleed. Fire damage. And it's a 2-fer. Fire damage, and it's a 2-fer. We're to the point now. Yeah, it's kind of pick and choose, honestly. No single one of these is enough to tick it over, so... Which one do I want to proc sooner? That one's a nice one, because... Well... Fuck, man. I fucked up. I'm dodging too much, though. So I'm not gonna be taking very much damage. Only a 5% chance. Yeah, that one's not very exciting now. Yeah, I realize now. I dodged too good. So that was... It'll still sometimes work, and it'll probably still sometimes work in our favor, but not very often. This one, I want to happen a little bit sooner, so let's pop that there. Yeah, because that was the question. Which one do I want to happen sooner? Have happen sooner. Huge. A pretty obvious choice here, yeah. I have unfortunately done too good of a job of making my guy dodge every goddamn thing in the world. If it was our usual guy, especially in that second biome, I'd be getting... The bottom of my ball sack would be getting tickled by everything. 7 runes, yeah. Give me that shit. I like that. Yeah, I stand by it. I feel like this biome is just a little bit nicer. Just a little bit easier. That second biome's just a little bit tougher. Kind of makes sense. It's not just a palette swap, but also... Yeah, the enemies would be a little bit juicier. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, health regen does not do much for us. Armor. Yeah, armor would be good. We already have some armor, I think. Maybe. Do I have armor? I reroll. Let's reroll for something else. Movement speed. Yes. Yes, movement speed. That's good. We got that guy now, which gives us a pretty sizable damage bonus, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 80%. Yeah. That's pretty sizable. And if I stand still, 180%. But then I start taking damage. Yeah. Oh, look how much damage I took. Oh, yeah, it's not worth it. Flying close to the sun, bro. You're flying close to the sun. Careful with those wax wings, Icarus. But that's the thing, if you get your damage up enough, you could potentially have a build where you can just stand still and just auto-kill everything around you. That's a lot of ifs. So that's the word if is lifting a lot of weight in that hypothetical. What's our attack speed? 129%. That's pretty good. I have no idea how it got up to 200. I must have set several things on fire earlier. Now it's 108. Yeah, it's when you're setting a lot of stuff on fire. There must have been a very brief little blip in time where I'd set some shit on fire and was just popping the fuck off. Reroll. Wasn't enemies. I'm not freezing, but that is pretty cool. Lead chance dodge, and I don't need more dodge. I don't need more dodge, bro. More damage, sure. Takes more damage. Well, I don't want to take some more damage, but I'll apply more damage. Put it there, and we'll put a 2 for on there. It's not as good. It's not as good. Especially for this character and especially for this kind of build. And also especially for this late in the game. We know that the rounds are 20 minutes long. So... yeah, by this point, it's a nice to have, but it will be a very small and insignificant blip in the radar, I don't think. I don't think it'll do much for us, unfortunately. There's a shrine up here I missed. I've never been to the top right corner of the map, apparently. More attack speed? Sure! Why the fuck not? Spread the love, man. Look, we have so many health potions around, so when the boss battle does happen, we'll have lots of resources available to us, which is very good. Very good. So many potions. This is a very interesting character. The ranged attack is cool. Homing is cool. Like, I like that, but the thing about the potions is very understated and has some really slick possibilities. The fact that it gives you, especially if you play very conservatively with those things, it gives you a nice layup for the late game that says, yeah, there's a lot of get out of jail at a discount cards, like I was saying earlier. A lot of opportunities. Ooh, speaking of which, I took a couple of pretty gnarly hits there, so I'll take a potion there. I'll grab one more. Our healing over time is really nice, but it's also... it only offers so much. Still pretty slow at the end of the day. Enough for level. Decrease max health by 70. Oof. Nah. Not worth it. Not worth it. Ignite chance. You know what? Yeah, ignite chance does help us. It completes that. Again, it's not very exciting, but I'll do it. Not very sexy, but I'll do it. 5% chance. 5% chance every time you get hit. And this is a get hit very small number of times build, and just number of times character, because our guy has a lot less max health than the main warrior fellow would. I have so much money for rerolls. Yeah, I say so much money for rerolls. I can be extremely picky. Ouch. Ouch. And that healing. We have just under 2 minutes before the big boss approach. Big boss man jumps in. Just to step in where his flock has so far failed. I'm assuming it'll be the same guy. It's probably the big snaky boy. I would say this build probably is not as confident as the build that took us to the dub earlier. Took us to Victory Town. Max health is actually kind of a good idea here, I think max health is a good idea. Yeah. Because our max health really is not that exciting. Like, it's not very good right now, so a little bit of that goes a long way. Especially since our guy's level 1. Means he has had no meta progression upgrades. Progress. Final minute. Final countdown. We're just pooping out potions left and right. They're practically just falling out of our ass. We're hardly having to squeeze. Hardly having to squeeze anything. No squeezing necessary. A lot of fiery runes. Lots of fire runes. No squeezing necessary. They're just falling out of our booty holes. I'm so loose. I'm so loose. They're just erupting out of me. Feeling a lot of things very far away, and the oh yeah, I'm seeing now the. So what if I stand still? Flying close to the sun here, but if I stand still, these guys are just all melee. Oh, okay, until that guy decided to pop in. Be a shitter. If the all melee guys though, ooh, it's a little scary. Yeah, especially when you have a bunch of these things going around. Oof, yeah. So it's and the damage is so it's so hard to resist the allure. More health, attack speed. I mean, I wouldn't complain about more health. Dash. You know what? Dash amount might really come in handy here. I'm not sure what to expect from this boss. Well, that's not true. I do know what to expect, but I'm not sure if what I have right now would be enough. Yeah, more dashes would be nice. Dash replenishment speed would be a cool stat. Like something that says like, yeah, you get like your dashes like go back like or grow back quicker. Yo, my damage just shit in that guy's mouth. Holy crap. I was saying earlier how I was not as confident, and I didn't feel like our yeah, didn't feel like our damage and just general confidence was really able to keep up there. Man, we decimated his ass. Man, oh man, that went a lot better than the first time we had a good run. Oh, we got Bonnie the dog. Hi, sweet girl. It must be and it's raining outside. I knew there was a chance of rain tonight. Our sweet doggy is here. Hi, Bonnie the girl. Bonnie the girl dog. She's a good buddy. But she's scared of the storm. A little scary. Oh, it's not even storming, just kind of raining. And Chuck, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Came in time just to see me get a sick-ass dub. I never doubted it. Never doubted it. I was only a little bit nervous. We invested quite a bit into Curse Weaver, and it didn't do much for us. But it didn't need to. The Flamebound Leech, we knew ahead of time the damage for that was going to be pretty lame. It provided some healing. I'm glad we tried it. Ignite was cool. Molten Trap was great. Giant's Tooth was great too. Fire Rune did pretty well. A little bit surprised Magmasphere didn't do better. But I think it's because these three just performed so well. Molten Trap in particular. I'm a little bit surprised Molten Trap did so well. I feel like we didn't upgrade it that much. But we did get it pretty early on. That's probably at least part of it. Got a bajillion achievements. Yeah. I'm curious. Let's see what all did I get tonight. I slayed 50,000 enemies. Which is, I guess, not that impressive because almost everyone has got, well, 78.9% of the folks have gotten that one. Completed a full run with the Seer. 100,000. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Oh, so these procced at the same time. This must have been from that one run. 159, yeah. Got the Huntress, of course. Yeah, those popped at the same time, yeah. That's exactly what it was. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Okay. Well, what else do we have to play with here? A whole bunch of stuff. I got the Rune of Manaz. Manaz. Oh, look at that. +1 to dash. Physical, aura, bleed chance. Oh, baby. Yeah, pretty much guaranteed to always look for the perps or golds. Like, prioritize those first. We have enough for a T-shaped Tetris piece right here. Damage, range damage. Yeah, ignite chance, chill chance. Melee damage. That one. Let's see. Pick it up, and then there we go. Rep damage, shock chance. Yeah, movement speed is so good, so good. Anything else that I could go ahead and blink out of existence? Collecting radius is nice. One damage explosive. Melee damage. Armor and collecting. Yeah, that's pretty good. Melee damage specifically. That I'm trying to like look at things like that that are pretty specific. That attack speed is really good. 15 is nice. Yeah. Explosives or summons. Probably this one. That guy. I think I can squiggle into there. Just any bonuses? We're getting some unique shapes here for sure. Not quite able to do it, yeah. Cool stuff, man. It's cool stuff. And we'll eventually get the ability to build some of these things. Oh, we have them. We have the ability to build some of them already. Even epic level ones. Physical deals. Wow, so you could go pretty ham on that shit to really grind your guy out. And min-max the shit out of things. The downside, of course, is that like in this case, the physical one, that's generally going to be more inclined towards the warrior fella. Because now we're seeing that, yeah, there's certain character types do a little bit better with certain types of builds. Or projectile shot from the staff. Heal them out of your blood vial. Ooh, that's pretty good. Increase experience gain? Damn, son. To me, it's like, why not just go full hog on that? No fucking kidding on that, man. 5% chance to spawn a frost totem. This character seems extraordinary. I really like this class. It's a curse effect. Wow. I don't know how large that is. That's pretty powerful. Monster which emits chill effect. Only one active at a time. Farting every 10 seconds. Amazing. Increase range. Could also get that one. Then magma and then lightning. You could foreseeably have all different kinds of totems. Teleporting. I didn't know there was teleporting in this game. Damn. That's sick. That's really cool. Game is wild, man. Game is wild. I'm really impressed. I'm really enjoying it. We got dagger throw. Sorry, so the only new one was whirl slash and giant's tooth. We just learned that combination. We didn't get to experience a single what's it called? These oh yeah, they say the forged ability. We haven't experienced a single forged ability. Of course, each time I was trying like a different, very pointed build. I was saying like just fire or just cold or mainly physical. Whereas these, yeah, you have to kind of know ahead of time what you're going for. Like Ogasa pointed out, though, the good news is that the compendium is in the pause menu. So you can, if you don't remember which one you're going for, in the field, you can refer to that pretty easily, which is nice. We got to a 3. It wasn't quite a full 5. It wasn't a full 5. That's pretty good though. I got the Huntress unlocked as well. Cool. I would love to do a character. I would love to run and do a one more. I would love to do a one more with this build, with this character. But I can feel it. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my body, in my soul, and a few other parts of my anatomy. I'm getting tired. I'm getting eepy. We're gonna go and wrap it up here. But this was very fun. I had a feeling. I was gonna enjoy this, and I'm not surprised. This game rocks. It looked awesome from afar. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, this game looks sick. And I saw that, yeah, there's like a lot of very over the top and wild abilities. It is, you know, as far as Vampire Survivors, the Survivors-like genre goes. As far as the Survivors-like genre goes, I would say it's like It's definitely not a Vampire Survivors clone. There's enough interesting things going on, enough different things going on that it stands on its own. But yeah, if you've played Vampire Survivors, you're guaranteed to like this. I would struggle to see, well, as someone, I guess, since I've never played Vampire Survivors, I guess I can't say with 100% certainty. But from what I've seen, if you've played Vampire Survivors or any of its fairly obvious the word derivatives might sound dismissive, but things that were obviously inspired by it, this one's a slam dunk, no question. If you thought Vampire Survivors was boring, you didn't like it, you probably wouldn't like this one. Yeah, this one, it is a little basic, but I will say the complexity does ramp up a little bit, and the depth ramps up a little bit as you get a fuck ton of runes like we saw earlier, and once you have the resources to build your own custom runes or like high-level runes, which is really cool. And the that web weaving system is also pretty neat. Like how Gossip pointed out, you after a certain point find a groove that you can stick to pretty well. But for me, there's enough interesting things there and like opportunities for depth that I don't mind that there's some predictability with like what typically works well with the with that web ability, that web system rather. So yeah, so I'm impressed. Color me impressed. We will have an extra review key for this game to give away, not this Friday, so not tomorrow, but next Friday. It was a funny way how it played out where I requested a review key from Keymailer. And apparently like a month ago, I had also requested a review key from some other form, which I think was from the publisher directly. And the day the game came out, I got a review key from Keymailer. I was like, good, I'll put this in my back pocket. We'll play this in a week or two. And then like 3 hours later, I get a direct email from one of the guys that worked with some other PR firm, some other marketing firm. He goes, here you go, Super Hobbit, I got a key for you. And I emailed him back immediately. I said, dude, that's so nice, but I just got one from Keymailer. I'm sorry, man. I would love to take it from you guys specifically, but I got like the one from Keymailer, so I'm going to use that one. And the dude, and I told him, it's like, I haven't used the key. It's unused, I promise. You know, you can just send it to someone else, because I think this game is done pretty well. I figured there's probably a lot of interest. And the dude was like, honestly, you know, I appreciate your honesty and like being cool about it. So no, he was like, you know, you can keep the key, you know, give it away to somebody in your audience if you want. I thought that was very nice of them. To leave that open. For me to disperse to anybody chilling with us, as far as, you know, well, not anybody obviously, but an opportunity for that to be dispersed to those who were chilling with us. So shoutouts to Dan, our boy Dan over on PR Hound. PR Hound was the guy who was being really nice to us. So any streamers listening in, check out PR Hound. Because they got some really cool folks that were working there that are very generous. So it was very nice of them. Very based of them. Correct, Pelican. Very based.